Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men, women, children, grandparents, whoever you might be, father, mother, son, daughter, cousin, uncle, aunt, nephew, niece, whoever you might be in the world, welcome to ECAC Division B Grand Finals. It's a good day today. I'm excited. I'm currently finishing getting lobby fully set up, so Cobras, Ravines, and Hunt. Today's gonna be a great day. If you don't know me, my name is Trueblade. I am the coach and manager of UHart Overwatch. I'm also casting for them today. We're gonna have some great games today. I believe since it is grand finals, it is a map. It's five. I believe it's map. Is it 5 maps? I think. I'll have to check. Yada 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 yada. Rules and guidebook. Rulebook. Please excuse me while I figure out how many games we're actually playing today. Here's Overwatch. Is it first to 4? Is it a map 7? All games except for finals and third, especially first to 3. Finals and third, first to 4. Yep. Okay, so it's first to 4. So today's match is going to be a first to 4 Giga banner, a map 7 banner. Just a reminder, today's game is first to 4. First to win 4 maps. Today's going to be a great day. We got some great Overwatch happening today. I'm going to bring us over to the game stream. Oh, that's the run stream. Here we go. University of Hartford on the left. We got Cobra Kai, Daniel, the duo DPS line. Rocker Brock on the tank. Aerialist and the only H on the supports. A fantabulous duo. Versus Williamson Gold, Spanky and Revy on the DPS. Cobras on the tank. Drag Right on the Ana, and Untold Blood on the Brig. What a game today. We are going to have a blast. Let me grab, actually. Spectate Red. They banned Sojourn. Okay. Alright. And it looks like we are going to go into map 1 very soon. We're going to see if both teams are R. UHart is R. Is Williamson R? We're going to figure this out. But ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world today, I hope you're having a great day. Everyone is R, and we are going in. This is map 1, Grand Finals. This is going to be a great game today. I hope everyone is having a great day. If you aren't, I hope it gets better. And we are opening things off with arguably the greatest Overwatch map. Lijiang Tower. It is good for poke. It is good for brawl. It is good for dive. It is good for so many things. And it can allow teams to play whatever they're comfortable on. And we're going to see whatever happens today. Over on UHart, we got a classic Zarya, Tracer, Cassidy, Lucio, and Kiriko from Only H just going to the Juno for the speed. Side of Williamson, we got the Zarya, the Ashe, the Tracer, the Kiri, the Brig. Trying to deny any diva value if they see a diva player, but Rockerbrock just choosing to play his tried and true Zarya, and we are going to go in starting on Daniel's POV, fighting. Grand finals are beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's going to be a great game. UHart swinging wide to point here, just trying to get whatever point control they can. Williamson walking forward, trying to find whatever value, just poking out the tank right now on Cobras. Daniel on the Tracer duel against Spanky, just trying to get whatever value he can. Marking them out, blinks are traded, and they both will concede space. Rockerbrock walking forward, trying to find charge off his engage, and they're just going to hold the space here. Only H finds Cobras, but Spanky trades out Daniel. A great trade. Rockerbrock has no charge right now. It's going to be really hard for Rockerbrock to find value if he can't get charge. Cobra Kai choosing to set up on the far angle here. An interesting position. Is good to be on the back high ground, but on Cassidy, he wants to play a little closer. Might really struggle on this position. Aerial Lotus sitting main, trying to find just speed value. Speed his team in and out when they can go on engagements. Rockerbrock is trying to get the charge here. The Tracer behind, finding some sort of value. Daniel is behind Williamson right now. The Tracer on Spanky's half HP right now, but is coming up on a pulse. Tracer pulse bombs are kind of even, but Cobra Kai is just getting these shots in, and Rockerbrock will finish the kill on Huntled Blood. Cobra, with the help from Only H, finds the kill on Spanky. Daniel gets the kill on Cobras. Rockerbrock finds Drag Right, and Cobras will make the swap over to Winston. An interesting swap here. Playing the Winston on this map, especially on Control Center, is very interesting, and Williamson just decided to go into the tried and true on a Brig dive with the Winston, the Cassidy, and the Tracer. Daniel has the Pulse Bomb here, looking for the stick, looking for the Ona, gets the stick! But does get traded out, but it's a good trade for UHart. They end up getting the pick they need. Cobra Kai still on this position here, just trying to get any shots in. The bubble force on Cobras over early. Aerialos is sitting main. Cobras goes for the dive, forces Suzu and a few others. Revy finds Aerialos. The pulse comes out from Spanky, finds no one, and Cobra Kai is 1 HP, trying to live here. Only H is 1 HP, also has the help, has the grab, comes out from Rockerbrock, finds 2. Is he able to get any kills? No, there's the support from Williamson. And UHart isn't able to get a kill there. Cobra Kai is just sitting on the side and has the high noon available. Can he pull it? He's gonna decide to pull it. He finds Revy. He gets the kill on Revy. UHart is still winning this fight. Only H does have the rush coming back if he can get there in time. The rally force from Huntled Blood, just trying to find any value. Only H has the rush, can turn the fight with rush, uses the rush just to try to turn the fight. Daniel in the backline gets bashed, but tries to still find any value. Huntled Blood is 1 HP, gets traded out by Only H. Cobra Kai down to Cobras. Daniel almost has the pulse bomb here. If he can find the pulse, he can get massive value. Finds his Tracer, is going to get the kill, but dies to the high noon. The pulse was there. Aerialos almost has the beat. If he can get the beat here, it's going to be massive for UHart. Has the beat, goes for it, doesn't Ajax, an incredible job. But the nano comes out on Revy, and this is just a brawl for point right now. Ultimate after ultimate after ultimate are being used here. Revy is 1 HP, almost a C9, no C9 comes out. And Aerialos will get killed by Huntle. Daniel has the pulse bomb here. He might decide to pop it, but he doesn't! And Williamson C9! A C9 for the first point is insane. Wild. Oh my god. Williamson have to be beating themselves up right now on that. That was a point that was absolutely touchable. They were actually kind of winning the fight. It was kind of going even for both teams here. UHart haven't really been challenged so far this season, only dropping 2 maps in total. no games. They've won every single game in their group stage and the playoffs so far, only dropping 2 maps, one in the group stage and one in the playoffs. Is this a team that can challenge UHart? We will have to see, as only H swaps to the Juno, looking for a speedrun out of spawn. Williamson making the swap over to the Genji and the Lucio here, just trying to match this tempo from UHart with that power is going to help a lot. Daniel on this side angle here, trying to get whatever value he can, sees Drag right on the Kiriko, trying to force Suzu if he can. Cobra Kai sitting on the right side here. Again, just looking for these damage shots into Cobra's, but Remy gets the kill on Daniel. A great hinder nade. And UHart, they just have to kind of sit still for a second. They have to find whatever value they can. Cobra's is 1 HP. The dive comes out, finds Aerial Lotus on the dive. Cobra Kai shooting the deflect. And you shouldn't shoot that deflect. It's going to shoot all the damage back at you, if you didn't know that already. And Rocker Brock will just sit main, does have high charge, looking to go bridge here and find value. And Williamson will get the first point control on here. Rocker Brock walking forward, finding whatever charge he can. Bubble force from Cobra's. Cobra Kai trying to swing main here, but you have to watch the boops on the bridge. Huntold can go for any of these boops here. Cobra Kai is still half HP. Daniel is actually behind the enemy team, has the entire team looking at him. Erlos is still in there, kind of low, but Rocker Brock finds the kill on Revy. A great kill! Cobra Kai 1 HP, helps his team. Cobra's falls, and UHart will flip the point in their favor. 32% to Williamson. Point control, UHart. UHart now has the high noon, a great zoning ult, can probably zone this Kitsune rush from Williamson. Rocker Brock also now has his major perk, getting his bubble value. No, he decides to go for the laser. An interesting choice. The high noon from Cobra Kai comes out, just looking to zone the enemy team. It does get that zoning power. Spanky now behind the enemy team. Cobra Kai knows he's behind, but can they fight this? They're trying to fight this. They're trying to get the kill, but can they get the kill? Spanky is still behind them. What is Spanky doing? He's living. How is he living? Nope, he's dead. A great kill from UHart here, just keeping this point control alive. Only H has the Kitsune rush. Daniel with the pulse bomb. Daniel looking to stick this. He's been pretty good at sticking this today. He's probably going to go for it here if he can. Goes for the pulse, doesn't find the stick, but does get splash damage on Huntold. Still in the fight, but might need help from his team. He's 1 HP on this angle, has the blink. Only H goes for the rush here, just trying to keep his team alive. The Suzu comes out, it's perfect, keeping his team alive. But Revy is on the angle here, finds some value, but that's takedown overall. Rocker Brock has the grab. It's a 4-man grab, a great grab, but isn't able to get the value he wants. The beat comes out from Blood and is able to sustain 3 of the team members. The blade from Spanky, trying to clean up whatever value he can, and now it's UHart having 2 people looking to probably just die point here. But no, Daniel says, no, I'm going to win this. Daniel and Rocker Brock, the tried and true duo, trying to find whatever value they can, and it's Daniel versus 3. Surely he can't turn this. It is really hard, but Cobra Kai is back. The Suzu force on Aerilos. Aerilos is off the map! Cobra Kai finds the kill on Revy. Dragday finds Cobra Kai, and Daniel is still stalling this point right now. And Williamson will turn the point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you are in the world, this is some great Overwatch we're watching today. Aerilos has the beat advantage from UHart. They can just push hard, ignore all worries about caring for their team, and just simply win. They do start to go for the beat, but the bubble blocks it. It only finds the backline of UHart. A great bubble block from Cobra's here. Incredible. And University of Hartford use the beat there, use the high noon also, but they get no value. The bubble from Cobra's finds incredible power in that moment. And Daniel's now the only person on UHart alive with an ultimate. Has the pulse bomb. Rocker Brock coming up on the grab here. On the side of Williamson, Revy close on the high noon. Can be a good zoning ult, and support ults coming up for Williamson. If they get these support ults, they can easily win the next fight, and we're in last fight territory, folks. Whoever wins this fight will decide how the sub-map goes. And finds the stick, but isn't able to get it. Revy goes for the roll, able to find value. Daniel's getting pushed by Cobraz and Spanky and will get traded out. Cobra Kai finding value. Aerilos gets the boop on Revy. The boop kill is great. Bubble onto Cobra Kai from Rocker Brock. The beat from Williamson will find value. They're just trying to kill this Cassidy here. They will get the kill. But Rocker Brock almost has the grab here on point. Finds a good bubble onto his Kiriko, trying to keep him alive. But Cobraz finds Aerilos. Spanky onto Cobra Kai. Cobras finds another onto the only H, and that's probably going to be it. The grab comes out, but there's no one here on the point to help, and Williamson will win sub-map 2. If that bubble doesn't come out from Cobras in that moment to block the beat, then UHart probably win that fight. You know, they had such good aggression, but simply the fact that that bubble came out to block the beat line of sight is incredible to see. And University of Hartford, Daniel is opting to swap over to the Reaper now, playing a very simple comp of the Zarya Reaper here. You know, you have this power with the Reaper TPing in, getting the bubble from the Zarya, and just finding whatever value they can. So we're going to see how that works today, but Cobra is swapping to the Ramatra and Spanky to the Symmetra. We might see some Sim TP plays on this point. We'll see what happens as we go into the final sub-map and see. It's 1-1 right now. Whoever wins this next point will win map number 1. Daniel signed to TP the point, but Williamson are all TPing point, and Williamson now have point control. University of Hartford need to spread wide on these angles or find whatever charge they can. Daniel's 1 HP, has the Wraith Force, probably a Bubble Force also from Rockabrock. Yes, 2 bubbles. Actually, Rockabrock is 80 charge right now. If they can find the tempo, they can get in. A bubble onto Daniel will keep Daniel alive for a bit. Rockabrock just pushing in, you know, still trying to find value. Cobras is 1 HP, Daniel is also 1 HP. Daniel finds the kill on Remy, has the bubble, decides to TP into the backline, is able to get booped, but doesn't. He gets the kill, he finds one, he finds a second. Daniel's on fire right now. And Daniel will find a third and win the fight for University of Hartford Overwatch. Cobra Kai with a close high noon. Daniel with an even closer Blossom. The Death Blossom here can find a lot of value. Remy decided to swap over to the Bastion. We got the Sim Bastion now. Williamson gonna probably look to TP point or clear any of these angles here. Daniel has the Wraith Force. Can't aggress as hard. The turret comes out from Williamson. Can they find value? But Lucio on Blood is 1 HP. Daniel has the Blossom here. He might decide to go for it. He might just decide to swing hard here and go for the Blossom. He decides to go for it, but the boot is good. Dragger is 1 HP. Can only H find the kill? Yes, he can. Daniel follows up on the trade. And UHart, even though they're all 1 HP, the mechanics are just there from their team, and they can find the kills. Hunthold is able to get out at very low health and maintain his life. A great job from UHart here. Has more ultimates online, even though the Death Blossom didn't find any value. You know, they have this Kitsune Rush, they have this high noon, they can zone or they can push. The rush comes out from Williamson, trying to find whatever value, finds Aerial Lotus. He's sitting main, just getting shot by the enemy team. Daniel traded out by Spanky, and UHart just decides to give up that fight. They decide, we don't want to invest any ults. You know, they use the rush. Let's have the all advantage for next fight. We have the rush, we have the high noon again. Let's have the grab. You know, Hunthold probably saving this beat here for the grab, so it's a question of how are UHart going to get the kill through it. They might just trade the grab for the beat here. They might even try and rush and get a kill, but the grab comes out, the beat trades out, and it's looking like the turret comes out. The high noon from Cobra Kai, he's on the angle, but he gets no support. Daniel looking to just shoot this Ramatra here. Spanky on the angle is very low. The snare from the Ramatra finds Aerial Lotus, a great kill, and only H still has the rush here. Hasn't popped it yet. Rockabrock is 1 HP, but so is Cobras, but Cobras has the block here, just holds the 2 arms in front of him, able to just block that insane amount of damage. And University of Hartford will lose that fight, but they do have double support ult here. Double support ult, really powerful winning these fights. We have this beat again. Hopefully it won't be blocked by another shield or anything. Only H has this Kitsune Rush here. They might just be able to Kitsune Rush main here and get value. The Visor comes out from their team. Rockabrock is 1 HP, kills himself off of his own splash damage. And Williamson will win that fight. Unless Daniel can find any value, he can't. And now, again, we're coming into last fight territory. Only H still holding onto this Kitsune Rush. Not good. You know, Dragray has been able to build 70% since Only H has had this Kitsune Rush. You know, that's another Kitsune Rush able to be used before he can even get his off. So, I don't know what opportunity he's looking for here. He might be struggling to find the space to use it. He decides to just pop it, let their team walk forward. The beat comes out also. Double support ult used. The Blossom from Daniel is able to find 2. Spanky trades out. But Hartford, they have the aggression, they have the power, they have the charge more than anything. And the rush comes out from Dragon, just trying to keep whatever fight alive right now. But it's a bad rush. Only 2 people alive in that moment. And Hartford will win that fight. Last fight territory here. Revy with the Bash and all. Cobra Kai has the High Noon. If a bubble comes out on Cobra Kai, can really help his team. But Rockerbuck is close on the grab here. Hunthold close on the beat. Their team decides, Williamson decides to swing left side here, go for a fast aggression with the turret and with the Ramatra form. But they decide to, Cobra Kai finds Cobras! What an incredible pick here, but Hunthold trades out Daniel. Revy gets Aerial Lotus, and now it's a 3v4 fight. But UHart has the tank, they have the grab. The grab comes out, it finds 2. Hunthold doesn't have the beat yet, but he gets it out barely. Cobra Kai is 1 HP. He's just sitting behind the point right now. And he won't be able to get the touch, and Williamson will win map number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very rough game for Hartford. They need, they are the number 1 seed. They are the team that is there to beat. Williamson fought hard in their last game to make it to this spot. Can they get the win today? We will see. As I'm going to bring everyone back to lobby. UHart has map pick and first hero ban. We will see what they end up deciding to ban today. As I am going to unenable Sierra once again. What an incredible map. I mean, we saw some incredible gameplay from both teams. I think really what struggled is the support ultimate usage from University of Hartford. That beat we saw on map 2. If they get that beat off, they're able to win the fight. But it gets blocked by Cobras. A great block. As well as only H just not using the Kitsune Rush. Holds onto it for 3 fights in a row. And Dragright is able to just simply build it again and have it to match. So University of Hartford needs to use these support ults. They end up choosing Runasapi, a map they are very comfortable on. Actually, I believe it might be their favorite map in the game. They are really comfortable on this map. So we'll see how they end up playing here. We'll see what they end up banning also. For those who are not aware of how Overwatch bans work, essentially there are 3 roles in the game. We have tank, DPS, and support. Each team can ban a hero once from the game, but you can't ban another hero from the same role. So for example, if University of Hartford decide to ban the Ramatra, that's a tank. Now Williamson, they can't ban a tank on this map, but they can ban a DPS or a support. So there's a factor of thinking in this. If you have the first ban, you can really protect a role you really want to play with. Let's say you really want to play the Lucio Kiriko. They might want to ban out another support. They might want to ban out the Baptiste, the Brig, the Ana. One of these heroes. Maybe even the Juno. But if they ban out that role and protect that role, then now there's other roles that can be banned out. Williamson can ban out a tank, a DPS, get out one of these heroes that they've had trouble playing against. Maybe the Zarya, the Tracer, the Reaper, the Cassidy even. And Aerialos does decide with Hartford to ban the Ramatra. I think that's a good ban from their team. It removes a tank from the game that they have to play into, and they can decide to play one of their comfortable tanks, which is Junker Queen. Junker Queen, Diva, Zarya, 3 good tanks that Rockerbuck has on hold right now, able to use. We'll see what Williamson decides to do also. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming into the stream, thank you very much for being here. We're so excited to have you today. Okay, that's not important. We're so excited to have everyone here today, even if you don't know how Overwatch works, and a lot of people don't understand how it works, and that's fine, But even if you don't understand how it works, I think it's really important to support these players, This is finals. These 2 universities, with all their players going through school, going through clubs, whatever it is, they're able to devote this time and energy into this club and make friends through it and be able to go all the way. Daniel on Tuesday, actually, for those who aren't aware, Daniel is also part of the Valorant team, and Valorant on University of Hartford had just won their first ever division title. They won Division C Valorant. A great win from them, and Daniel was a huge part of that win. So Daniel looking today to get the 2 wins in the week. And Cobras from Williamson decides to ban the Reaper. A good ban off their part, deciding to get rid of this frontward pressure. I'm thinking what we're going to see from these 2 teams. You know, Williamson might want to play this Winston here, but Rockerbrock, if he decides to pull out the Junker Queen, can get a ton of value. Also, no support ban, so the Lucio Kiriko is still free. Maybe Williamson decides that they think that they can play it better. Aerial Lotus on University of Hartford is R. Let's see what Williamson says in a second. I need to update the scores on the stream. Sources, let me score. This is 1. Williamson, taking a second. And they do say that there are, and we are going into map number 2. University of Hartford on the back foot here. This is a map 7, meaning that they have to win 4 maps in a row to be able to win this game. So we'll see what they end up doing. Alright, and University of Hartford still opting to play the Zarya here. An interesting choice from Rockerbrock. Maybe not feeling the Junker Queen currently. Maybe not feeling that he can get enough value on it, but we'll see what ends up happening.
5, 4,
And Williamson deciding to play the Orisa Baptiste double hand scan with the Lucio. You know, has a speed option also. The cast also from their team, so Daniel might get marked out a lot. But Rockerbrock, if he can get this charge, can just tear through the Orisa. We'll see what ends up happening. And Cobra Kai, on his tried-and-true Sojourn, deciding to swing the hard left side here, get whatever point control they can. Decides to swing back main. Cobra has his 1 HP, will get the gold force immediately. Daniel is also low in the backline. And UHart is just immediately, they have all the map control here. Cobra Kai finding all these rails and all this value. Daniel marking this left side here, just looking to get whatever value, but UHart is stacking. They're playing all this space together, and Aerial Lotus is going to get dropped to 1 HP. Very rough for their team, and UHart will just decide to back off the fight. Down 2 players in this moment. UHart coming back from spawn right now, trying to just get any map control they can. You know, Cobra Kai close on the overclock. Spanky, 1 HP, will get forced out. The slide force from their team. And Daniel just forces the hinder nade from Revy here. Again, the double hand scan can apply a lot of pressure to the tank, but the main focus of this team is that Daniel is on the tracer, can find the angles, but the angles don't matter if Cobra Kai gets first picked. Aerolos 1 HP. Also, UHart just decides to flip map. An interesting choice on their part. Aerolos is still 1 HP, and Williamson are fighting this very hard. Rockerbrock finds 1 kill, and Rockerbrock has the charge, just trying to live here. Only H also trying to live and get whatever value. Only H does get traded out, and Rockerbrock, once again, just trying to live for a second, but does actually get staggered, doesn't get the group respawn. This is very rough for University of Hartford. You know, they're losing this first fight here. Maybe it's the pressure getting to them. I don't know, but I do know what University of Hartford has, and that is ultimates on the board. They have the Katsune Rush, and they have the overclock here. So we'll see how University of Hartford decide to play this fight against Williamson, but the window is available from Dragrite. You know, if they decide to use the Katsune Rush, the window might come out just to zone any damage from their team. pass on this angle here. But Rockerbrock, in the help of Cobra Kai, finds Revy. The window trades out, and it's one ultimate for one ultimate, support for support, and UHart is just going to get this value back. Rockerbrock finding another knife, deciding, you know, this is my tried and true hero, this is my Junker Queen, I'm going to find this value. Keyboard Whale, how many maps to win? That's a good question. This is the grand final, so it's first to 4. So either team needs to win 4 maps, so it is best of 7. Best of 7. Every map until now has been best of 5. Now it's best of 7. So whoever can win 4 maps first will win the game. Williamson's up 1-0 right now, and UHart has bot control, but Williamson has multiple ultimates. And the book comes out, but actually denies a lot of value from their team. The High Noon comes out. Daniel finds the pick. Cobra Kai is 1 HP in the backline, but Daniel on his tried and true hit scan. Can he get any value? No. Spanky finds the overclock here, just sliding in, getting whatever value Spanky can. And Williamson will win this fight right back using 3 ultimates in that fight. A heavy investment for the fight win. Drag Right coming up on the Kitsune Rush, and Huntold has the beat here. Cobra Kai still has this overclock here, can find value with it. Rockerbrock coming up on the Rampage here. Same with Daniel on the High Noon. Ariellos has the beat available, can beat trade here. You know, second beat is more prominent in these fights. It can provide you more value. And Cobra Kai just looking to use this overclock. Will find 1. Can he find any more? You know, he's looking for these shots. Finds 1 on Revy somehow. Can he find a third? No, he flicks and goes too far, but the overclock itself is good enough to get the kills. Williamson, they are playing this double hit scan variation. They need to just play space. But both teams playing the space here. And now it's a game of counter swap. You know, Rockerbrock on the Zarya, swapping the Junker Queen. And Cobra has decided to swap over to the Zarya now, Revy off the casting onto the Freya. And we do have a pause coming out. We'll see what the pause is for. We'll see what's happening in a few seconds. And for those who aren't aware, University of Hartford at the end of every game, we will always do a post-game interview. So if you have any questions for the team of University of Hartford, be sure to put them in the chat, and I will read them out to the team at the end of this game, regardless of the win or lose. You know, but once again, I want to support both these teams here. They have come so far in a semester, and it is so incredible to see how much value these teams have been able to get and go so far. So we should be supporting both these teams. If you get the chance, you know, cheer for both teams. You know, you may have one you want to cheer for more. I'm not going to lie, I am a little biased towards UHart. Obviously, I am their coach and their manager. I do want them to win, but I also want to see a good match. At the end of the day, I love a lot of good Overwatch. No worries, Keyboard Whale. We are R. We'll see if Williamson is R. And we are R, and we are going back into the game. Cobra Kai has used the overclock here. Daniel has the High Noon. Bubble comes out from Cobra's, just looking to zone whatever value. Rockerbrock on the Junker Queen here, trying to find whatever value. Maybe he can force the Suzu here. If you find the Suzu, Rockerbrock is just going to go for the ultimate. The High Noon from Daniel here swings wide, but Bubble blocks all the damage. Rockerbrock is low, but the beat comes out. Double support from UHart. The beat match from Williamson, and now it's just a fight for all the ages. Rockerbrock trying to find Cobras, has the axe swing, will find the value, the good corner swing. Spanky on the high ground, just trying to find whatever value, and University of Hartford will get checkpoint. Checkpoint enables the forward spawn, so University of Hartford can contest faster now in these fights if they hold this forward space. But they did use multiple ultimates in that fight. They used 3 ultimates. So we'll see what ends up happening in the rest of this fight. Rockerbrock has this Rampage online here, looking for just these bubbles used. The Rampage comes out, and it does force the Suzu, but 0 people are hit. Rockerbrock has the ultimate used and just will end up dying out of LOS of his entire team, but Cobra Kai finds Revy. Spanky trades out Daniel. And Huntold is 1 HP, but Cobra Kai gets traded out. But University of Hartford, in the midst of all this chaos, they have gotten the checkpoint. And not only the checkpoint, but the lead. The lead! The bot! You have to touch it!
No sweat. Just need a new plan.
An interesting fight. Might be mind games from Rockerbrock. You know, even if I use my ultimate, I'm going to draw attention from them. Maybe it was a big mind game all along. That's maybe we'll ask at the end of the game. But Cobra Kai has this overclock close online. But the grab online and the boa gets one trade even from both teams. Cobra Kai just looking to find value. Aerialos will trade out Huntold, Spanky, Cobra Kai. It's still a 3v3. We got tank and 2 supports versus tank DPS support. But Williamson have the bot. Rockerbrock needs to swing the bot here to deny forward spawn. To deny lead, sorry. If he can do this, he can get so much value. But you have to get this value here. Cobra Kai on this high position, just forcing out the team and finds the head! Oh my god! But only H is traded out. What a issue that's going on. Cobra has his 1 HP, still has the grab online. Williamson is winning this fight. Cobra Kai trades back. Aerialos gets solo grab and will get killed at the end of the day. But Cobra Kai finds another. Cobra Kai is just online. Will he pop the overclock to win this fight? I don't think he will, as Williamson have 2 there, the Kiriko and the Zarya. University of Hartford has the overclock here, has the double DPS ult and close double support ult. They need to make sure not to stack these support ult. They're so powerful. You need to make sure you know which one you're using in these fights. The High Noon can zone a lot of potential in this fight. Daniel finds the right click onto Revy. Goes to the High Noon, just an early High Noon to zone space here. Will speed behind the enemy team, goes with the other DPS also, finds damage onto Spanky, finds another silver bullet, and just will get more value. University of Hartford swinging both their DPS on the same angle constantly. It's not going to find a lot of value as Dragray just finds Daniel. The beat comes out from Aerialos trying to turn the fight, but the better beat from Huntold will just win more space for their team. Cobra Kai pops the overclock, just trying to get whatever space back, but if he can turn this corner, he can. Rockerbrock finds a kill, though. The bubble comes out from Cobra as he's 1 HP, and the Rampage comes out, but Williamson have bought. They've gotten the lead here, and now University of Hartford need to find 3 fight wins, at least, I would say, to get the lead. Maybe 2, but it's going to be a very hard fight for them. They only have 1 ultimate online, and Daniel is back over to the Tracer. Rockerbrock on the Drucker Queen still doesn't have the Rampage, but only H does have the Kitsune Rush. Versus Spanky's Visor, the double DPS ult actually, Revy has the ultimate online. Daniel 1 HP, just trying to get whatever value. Suzu's thrown finds 0 value. Only H is sitting main here, does throw out the ultimate, but no Suzu on the only H's side. And the ultimate from Spanky will find 2 kills. Only H and Rockerbrock both falling. Spanky will find a 3rd. An incredible job from Spanky in this fight. Taking a look at the scoreboard here, you know, we can see some people doing a great job in this game. Cobra Kai is doing a great job. 19-6. Daniel struggling a bit, decided to go over to the M-Ray. Rockerbrock 13-5, not bad, but the killer of this entire game, Cobras on the Zarya, 23-3, is finding a lot of value. And now Daniel's on this M-Ray, just looking for this forward pressure here, looking to find whatever value he can. We'll see how Daniel ends up doing in this fight. But Cobra Kai is able to find 1 on Revy. An incredible pick. The bubble is forced from Cobra as they can look for some more space here. Look for a kill, possibly. But University of Hartford, they're not able to find anything. Revy swapping off of the Freya to the Ashe here. An interesting choice. Just, it's a game of swaps in this. And now University of Hartford, this is last fight. And they have to win this fight to have any chance at winning the game. If they don't win this fight, they're going to really struggle. The grab comes out, finds Aerialos before he's able to get the beat off, but Cobra Kai trades out the Lucios, and now it's a soldier on the opposing high ground. A bubble forced from the team. Rockerbrock's 1 HP will get killed. Cobra Kai is the only DPS remaining, will get a kill with the help of the only H, but the only H is traded out by Spanky. Spanky finds 2. Aerialos isn't able to get back in time, and that's going to be map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. University of Hartford down 2-0 in the series. UHart have a map pick and first ban now. We'll see what they end up doing with this choice. You know, they already used their best map pick here. They've used the push. Now they have to play game modes they're less comfortable on. You know, there's still Flashpoint, but there's Hybrid and there's Escort left. These game modes that UHart isn't as comfortable on. Williamson might be more comfortable on these game modes. We'll have to see what UHart decides to do in this moment. And once again, as a reminder, if there's anyone in chat who has any questions for University of Hartford at the end of this game, there will be a post-game interview. So if you have any questions and you want to ask them to the players, please put them in chat, and I'll be sure to relay any messages to the team. We are in this kind of downtime moment right now. Might have to match the Zarya. JQ seems tough here. Jarker Queen is really tough into the Kiriko and the Zarya. You can't deny that. But you know, if you play it properly, you can get a lot of value. The things Nick Rockerbrock needs to be looking out for in these moments. Rockerbrock needs to force the bubbles and the Suzu to find value. That's not only his job, but it's also the job of his Tracer and his Sojourn. You know, apply the value straightforward to the Zarya from the Sojourn. Get all that damage in. But also the Tracer on the angle, marking the Kiriko, trying to find value. That could force the Suzu also. University of Hartford is comfortable on the Jarker Queen here. There is no doubt about that. So we'll see what they end up going with for map 3. But they are down 2-0 right now in this series. Is looking tough for them, but is always still winnable. And as a reminder, this is a best of 7 series, not best of 5, best of 7. So it is the first team to win 4 maps, not 3. So even though in regular stages and in playoffs this would normally be game point, this is not game point. It is in fact just 2-0. And University of Hartford choosing New Junk City as their map. Deciding to play this Flashpoint here and deciding to play New Junk City of all maps. They want to play this tight space here. They don't want to play these open sight lines. Maybe trying to deny value from Spanky here on the Soldier 76. You know, if he's on these long sight lines, you know, not a lot of people can mark him. So we'll see how they decide to counter. They are choosing the New Junk City choice will counter a lot of the Soldier gameplay. That, you know, it's a lot closer sight lines, so they can put a lot more pressure on him. We'll see what they end up deciding to do as we await the hero bans from both these teams. And University of Hartford will decide to ban the Cassidy. Just trying to get this Tracer value if they can. A good choice from their team. I've accidentally enabled Sierra again. And for those who have been playing Overwatch recently, question for Daniel. If possible, can you put on spectate blue only? Just for formatting. Williamson, is their turn for the hero band, and we do have a question in chat that I will ask Daniel eventually. Question for Daniel: what was the pressure like coming into this week with 2 championship games? We'll see what Daniel says in the post-match interview if we can get a hold of Daniel. I can't guarantee that we will get Daniel. We will get whoever we can get. But once again, if you're watching today's stream, thank you so much for joining today. We have some great Overwatch happening. University of Hartford is down 2-0 versus Williamson College. A great fight going on from both these teams. You know, we're going to see how this game ends up going. And if you're just joining, I hope your day has been great. And if it hasn't been great, I hope it gets great, because you're about to see some great Overwatch gameplay. And even if you don't understand Overwatch, that's fine, because we're all in this to support these players, whether we're of their college or not of their college. You know, every one of these players has put in time, effort, maybe even blood, sweat, and tears into this game to improve to this level, played in the group stage, you know, have made all these decisions, and we want to support them as much as we can. Williamson banning the Zarya here, denying any bubble gameplay from Hartford. An interesting choice on their part. Looking to see if people are R. University of Hartford hasn't said it yet, but Williamson is R. We're probably going to see some more Junker Queen from University of Hartford. Might see this double hits game come out from their team. We'll see what ends up happening. Still no support bans. Both these teams actually opting to play this Lucio Kiriko here. You know, University of Hartford is having an issue of stacking these support ults. We can't be doing this. We need to have our support ults be used separately. If you stack your support ults, these are the strongest ultimates in the game by far. If you stack these ultimates, you have no defensive value versus the enemy team come the next fight. So we need to see Aerial Lotus and only talking about what else they're going to use the next fight and committing to that, you know, as much as they can. And Rockerbock decided to play the D.Va, an interesting choice here. Whereas we see on Williamson College, decided to play the double flex DPS version with the Mei and the Reaper, playing this ultra fast brawl comp. Has to look for these Mei walls. So University of Hartford, even though they've gone New Junk City, they're trying to play this open kind of comp with the D.Va here. We'll see what they end up doing as we go into this map. UHart about to have a crazy comeback, watches. I really hope so. And we are going into map number 3, ladies and gentlemen. UHart and Williamson idling on this left side here, just trying to find whatever value. Cobra Kai is swinging to this right side here, has his angle set up. Rockerbuck is walled, but can fly over the wall. That is the benefit of D.Va. D.Va is in a fighter mech, so you can just simply fly up. Spanky 1 HP on the Reaper. Will have the Wraith Forest. Cobra Kai has the slide. Can he find the kill? He doesn't. He just slides. He just gets away in time. The rail doesn't find any value here. Rockerbuck is demeched actually, but Cobra Kai does find Revy, a great kill. The shout comes out from Cobraz, and University of Hartford does get the flip here. Rockerbuck 1 HP does have the mech back. Rockerbuck will decide to go into mech here. Drag Rate finds Daniel here, and the Reaper falls from their team. Cobraz's 1 HP will fall also, and Rockerbuck just flying in, getting this value. The Maywall comes out to defend their team and just keep preventing any more staggers from coming on. And Hartford will turn the map once again and will get map lead in this moment. Ultimate's coming online for next fight. Daniel has the Pulse Bomb here. Cobra Kai almost has the Overclock here. You know, Daniel needs to stick this Pulse Bomb. The Lamp is available, though. Spanky marking the Tracer here. The Tracer Lucio on this angle. But Daniel, he has the Glimmer in his eye. He's looking for the Pulse. Finds the Pulse! It just doesn't get any value, though. The Lamp is forced out, though. Rockerbuck is 1 HP on this left angle here. You know, he's going to get run on. Does he have the Kiriko support? He does have the Kiriko support here, but Aerial Lotus isn't looked at by anyone. And Spanky is 1 HP on the Reaper. But only H does have the Continuing Rush here. Cobra Kai on this long angle here pops the Overclock. Doesn't find any kills immediately, but does force the Cryo on Revy. does get Revy 1 HP, and Revy will get traded by Only H, but Spanky finds Cobra Kai in the trade. Daniel falls also. Only H still has this Kitsune Rush here. Rock is demeched, and Aerial Lotus just trying to get away from this fight. You know, doesn't want to get caught out by any of these Mei walls or any of these kills. The remech comes from Rock here, does get the mech back, but will get demeched immediately and decides to just use the bomb just to get the mech back also in this fight. So it's an ultimate for an ultimate. Interesting choice from Rock here. But the biggest ultimate of all that's online, Only H's Kitsune Rush can win the fight, is getting forced out, has the ultimate, is using it, the beat comes out from Huntold, able to support his team, and Rock decided to fight in a very small room versus a Mei, Reaper, and Queen, a very interesting choice on that part, but Cobra Kai is good for his one, but does get knifed by Cobras here and will fall. University of Hartford struggling to get this value here. They are putting up a good fight. Daniel on the Tracer will have his recall force, just trying to stall the objective. Can't get the kill though, and the beat comes out, but no touch! It's like map 1 again, but inverted. University of Hartford, instead of forcing the C9, gets the C9 themselves. What a play from Williamson. A great play. Cobra Kai looking to get any kills he can as they escape from this fight. Ariel is killed by Drag Right, and Cobras finds Only H. Daniel over to the M-Ray now, and Cobra Kai just trying to play his life, escape if he can, but might get run down by Williamson. We have to wait and see what happens. Daniel swinging wide on the M-Ray now, looks for any of these grenades, has the Reaper on him. The Wraith is forced. Can he find the kill? No, he can't. He gets icicled by the Mei and headshot and killed. Cobra Kai sitting main here. Has the rail online. Also has the overclock. You know, we'll see what ends up happening. Spanky does get the Wraith forced. This Wraith is constantly forced by UHart. But they need to find this angle pressure. You know, they can't fight in these small chokes versus Williamson. Williamson are just going to get more value with these tight chokes. They need to play these wide ankles, set up on different positions, and draw attention. If they don't do this, they will find little value. The Blizzard comes out from Revy, will find value, and the overclock from Cobra Kai, they're just going to trade even, 1 for 1. Cobra Kai has the rail, pops it, doesn't find any value. The Rampage from Koraz finds value. Rockabach remeching here will get the remech online. Decides to fly a bit into the main team, but eventually will get taken out of mech. Airless traded also by Drag Right, and University of Hartford struggling to find whatever value they can. Rockerbuck sitting in spawn for a second, trying to decide if he's going to swap, and Daniels actually gets the kill on Spanky here. The Mei is 1 HP, and University of Hartford trying to get their composure back, and will end up actually getting map control. TP on Spanky, going top right here, just trying to see if he can find any value, but Daniel knows where he is, trying to zone the space. Kobra's rushing right side, but what is Rockabrock doing? Rockabrock sees the Mei main. The wall comes out, trying to get a zone, but doesn't find anything. Daniel on the M-Ray here, will pop the M-Ray ult, just big damage in this main area. Huntold does have the ultimate, pops it for the beat. Only H uses the Kitsune Rush also, trying to find value. Daniel's 1 HP, but Cobra Kai with the help gets 1, finds 2. Cobra Kai is on fire. What a great job from this man. Cobra Kai finds 3. Can he find a 4th? He finds a 4th! Cobra Kai 4-4. A great play from Cobra Kai. Rockerbrock on the Diva, has the bomb online. Probably just going to use it for remech here. Chooses the primary fire perk, an interesting choice, and UHart will win that map. They just deny any space from Williamson's team. An interesting job. Only H is 1 HP on this angle, but Cobra Kai and Only H find their individual kills. Cobra Kai is just on fire this map. When he needs to lock, he does lock. I want everyone to know that this man doesn't talk at all in scrims. He refuses to talk, but I can guarantee in this moment he is yapping his ass off. This man is doing so much. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here. Cobra Kai 15-2 with 9k damage, doing so much work. I also want to point out, only H 7k healing, a very good job. Does have the most healing in the lobby, 12-2 also. And Cobra swaps over to the Domina, very good into the Diva here, is able to get a lot of damage in just through this beam power. We are going to ban those people in chat for trying to promote views for Twitch channels. We don't do that here. And Williamson trying to get the map flip here. Rock is 1 HP, will get the remech. The beat comes out from Aerial Lotus, finds 4 of the members from UHart. Rock is 1 HP, just pushing the backline, doesn't have a lot of Matrix left. Only Ace just trying to keep his team alive. The Blizzard comes out, and University of Hartford, they might just decide to zone it, but no, Cobra Kai decides he can flip it. He goes onto the point, gets the slide in the last moment, try not to let anything happen, but Spanky finds 3 with the Blossom, an incredible Blossom. And Williamson will win that fight. Did invest double DPS ult there. Aerial Lotus using the beat, Rockerbuck the bomb, and Cobra Kai the overclock, so Williamson actually doesn't even have the ultimate advantage in this fight. You know, UHart has the rush, and they have the override protocol from the Emray. Daniel deciding to swing this right side here will get Spanky low. I believe Spanky didn't use Wraither. No, Spanky did use the teleport though to get set up on that angle. And just trying to set up their DPS in this position. But Daniel finds Revy immediately. Their team is able to walk forward just when they want. And the Hunthold has the beat, able to get value, but Cobraz finds Daniel a great kill. Only H has the Continue Rush online, pops it just a little late. His tank doesn't get any value. Suzu's himself in the Dominal, the Panopticon, just trying to get whatever kill he can off at Cobra Kai and Only H, the 2-man army. Can they find any value? Cobra Kai sliding to the point, tries to get the kill, but isn't able to. The Suzu is perfect, though, from Only H, but they will both get traded out. Ariel is trying to stall whatever time he can. Daniel on the point on the Emray. Once again, just trying to stall for percentage, but it isn't winnable for UHart. Williamson will go up 2-1 on Flashpoint.
Lost. Next Flashpoint, the Ducks.
And my voice seems raspy, excuse me. I haven't had anything to drink in about an hour, so I'm very thirsty. But that is no issue for me. I will continue to cast until my voice decides to no longer speak. My vocal cords quiver up. Shiver, wiver, not wiver, wither, with a TH, that is it. Cobra Kai has the overclock here. He can find a lot of value with this. Just sliding back to his team, finding whatever value he can. Cobra Kai pops the overclock, gets the wall force from Revy. Revy almost has the Blizzard here. Can get a lot of value. And the shield from Cobraz does block a lot of the damage from this overclock. The beat from Aerial Lotus does find 5 people. It's a better beat, but can they get a kill off it? Yes, they actually eat the Blizzard! A great eat from Rockerbug! Denies so much value from Revy, and Cobra Kai can just clean up on this position. Cobra Kai, he found his one. Can he get another? Yes, he's gonna get another. And Rockerbuck gets the kill with the bomb. University of Hartford investing 3 ultimates in that fight, but they will get the fight win. Map control is prevalent in this moment. Williamson, 1 map away from going 3-0 in the series. Williamson, in this moment, they need to get this Blossom value. You know, if they can get a good Panopticon off, not eaten by Rockerbrock also, that would get them so much value. University of Hartford decided to just play the space here. They don't want to play close, which I think is a great choice by their team. You know, and Williamson playing all on bridge. The Ajax almost comes out, but doesn't come out. Cobraz finds the Panopticon. Does it hit anyone? I don't know, but Daniel is on the M-Ray here. Has the ultimate, but isn't able to get the kill. Drag Rate's 1 HP. Only H is 1 HP also. Just trying to zone and just play their life. And Only H, you know, this medic passive from Kiriko able to sustain Only H in this moment and get health back. The Continue Rush online. A good Continue Rush can win the fight. It decides to just... Only H pops it down main. The wall comes out. Cobra Kai on this position here on the high ground. The high ground position is prevalent in this moment. Finds the kill on Dragright. Almost the kill on Huntle, but there's no supports now for Williamson near the objective. Revy's 1 HP gets traded out by Aerial Lotus, and only H is just trying to clean up whatever kills. Does find the kill. Spanky does kill Daniel in this moment. An interesting kill. Only H is able to TP away, and University of Hartford will win map control. Spanky alive. Revy alive. Dragright gets out, and Huntle gets killed. I will begin a drink after this game, no matter what. You can rest assured about that. Last fight territory on this sub-map. University of Hartford has the control, the overclock available. They might just pop it when the enemy team walks in. The wall used already. They're looking to push on a point and get whatever value. Cobra Kai swinging main, finds the overclock, but doesn't look at the Blossom, but doesn't matter because Cobra Kai finds one on Revy. Rockerbox gets the bomb, finds the kill. They try to take tier, but Cobra Kai is good for his kills. He's on fire today. Oh my god. We are going to sub-map 5 on Flashpoint. This is the time for University of Hartford to turn this all around. They have been playing against the enemy team for so long. They've been playing to get the value. They need to play these long sightlines, and if they can play these, they can get so much value. But Williamson decides to just make the swap over to the double hit scan also, deciding they can win in the mirror. So now it's a matter of who can get this more value over time. You know, and now it's the Diva versus the Domino matchup. You know, one of these can play a lot faster than the other. This Diva can get in and out really easily. Apply pressure backline. Cobra Kai finds the rail, colliding on Spanky and Revy, forcing them low. They will back. Oh, Aerial Lewis does have the beat. Despite the backside of point, might decide to go for the beat push here if his team wants it. The Panopticon comes out. We shouldn't beat here. Hopefully we don't beat. Panopticon comes out on Aerial Lewis, also gets the kill, and University of Hartford will lose that fight. Panopticon finding all the value. Cobra Kai finds his one. Just, he's good for it. This man is 31-4 with 19k damage. He is getting all the value in this game. Incredible job. Rockerbox just walking main. Doesn't seem to really care about his HP in this moment. The Suzu Force, Aerialus is 1 HP. The Continue Rush also forced from the enemy team. Aerialus does have the beat here. Decides to pop it. Daniel on the Override Protocol also calling these targets. Looking at the Ash here. The Ash is 1 HP. Can he get the kill? He can get the kill. Looking at this Kiriko, but the Kiriko has no TP. Just on the point now. Can he get the kill? Yes, he gets the kill. And just trying to clean up on any of these other kills. Sees the Lucio on Huntle, just trying to escape. Can he get the kill? He knows where the Lucio is. He might be able to find it. Huntle, 1 HP, is able to get out, and Cobra is swapping over to the Winston now. An interesting swap, and drag right over to the Ana. They're playing this Ana Winston now, looking for these hits on the backline. An interesting choice. The only person that can really follow up is Cobras. So we'll see how they do in this moment. Hartford need to play this long space, just shoot the Winston out before he's even able to get any value on these rotations. Cobra Kai with the overclock. We know what value he can find. Revy's 1 HP, but will get sustained by his team. Just deciding to D-peek in that moment. Rockerbuck, can he get the kill? He finds the kill on Spanky. That's a great kill, but Daniel gets traded out, and now it's an even fight for both teams. The Sleep forced on Dragray, but Rockerbuck gets the traded kill. The Bob comes out from Revy, just trying to zone this point and stall for whatever value they can. Rockerbuck on the point, uses the bomb, still peeking the Bob here, will get the kill on the Bob, does get the remake out in time, and Cobra Kai trying to get the overclock off here, but University of Hartford, they shouldn't use any more ults. You know, it's last fight territory here. They need to die and reset as fast as possible here, because this is the last fight. 99 to basically 99. This is the last fight. Whoever gets the kills on this point will win. Revy on the Venture here. Will get forced a little low. Has the drill forced off of them. And Dragray also on the Juno. An interesting pick. But Cobra Kai, he has his overclock. We know he's going to find value on it. Goes for the overclock. Gets the Lucio 1 HP. The beat comes out. And University of Hartford, they do get the touch in time. But can Cobra Kai find any value? Yes! Rockerbuck actually gets the kill on one person. The Lucio on Huntold is 1 HP. But Hartford has the point control here. Rockerbuck just trying to get the point control. Cobra Kai finds his one once again. And Rockerbuck, once again, just trying to zone these DPS. Spanky's 1 HP on the point, gets the kill. Only H finds Remy, only finds 2 in this moment. The Kitsune Rush comes out, and Harvard will win map 3. What a win for their team. They needed that. They needed that in that moment. What a win. Cobra Kai's gonna kill me, but I am trying to get everything going along. Williamson has map pick and first boom. Alright. I'm gonna get water really quickly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And it looks like one of Williamson's players have DC'd. So there is a 10-minute pause limit between maps, so I am going to get a clock going actually, just to make sure that both these teams are following rules and that they are not abusing anything. Alright. UHart, what an incredible map on their part. Now we're heading into map 4. It's beginning of the comeback. Yes, it is magical. We need this to happen. Is that Air Culver? I can hear you. I'm casting right now. Do you want to co-cast? Oh my god. It would... Air Culver, Adam Culver, it would be a pleasure to have you co-cast. No, we have not. We are currently in a pause time. One of Williamson's players had DC'd. His Discord froze, so they're resetting his PC right now. So we are in tech time right now. Yeah. For those who don't know you, please introduce yourself to the audience. Who are you? Woo! Yeah! Hoorah! Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, still doing this education. Yeah, and I love to see you back. You know, we got this incredible game going on. I don't know if you want me to stream in Discord so I can stream my POV and you just like watch that. Are you driving right now? You sure? Okay. Okay. Perfect. I mean, hey, that's perfectly fine. I love having a co-caster available for me. But yes, Adam Culver. Oh, no, you go, you go. Yes, and that would be incredible. It is worth noting that we are in a pause time right now. One of their players is back now. So that's good to know that they were able to reset their computer. I did. I'm streaming Overwatch. I mean, it's there. Is it not showing up? Yeah, it should be there. They pick Kane's Row, and they're gonna ban Kiriko. An interesting choice from Williamson University. Kane's Row, everyone, you know, it's Kane's Row. Everyone loves it for some reason. And they're gonna ban the Kiriko. An interesting ban here. How do you think the Kiriko ban is gonna impact University of Hartford, Adam? Oh, you can't hear Discord on stream. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Can't hear him, lol. Oh my god. I've been talking to the voices in my head. It doesn't occur to me, okay? It doesn't occur to me. Oh, wait, talk?
Hello?
There we go. Discord, they can hear you now on stream. I'm gonna turn you down just a bit. Alright. I just reintroduce yourself in the meantime? Since I didn't hear you.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am a figment of Mr. Pepin's imagination. No, I'm Eric Culver, or Adam. I am a University of Hartford alumni. I was the captain of the team for the first 2 years that it existed, 21 and 22. After I graduated, I coached the team for another 2 or 3 years. So Mr. Pepin here, True Blade 16, while he was a freshman, that was my first year coaching after I graduated. So yeah, I was involved for the team with the team a total of, I guess, like 5 years before eventually retiring. And I work as a high school teacher.
You are hitting a dead zone and cutting in and out, so I am going to take over for a second. As we're waiting for UHart's ban, I do want to remind everyone in chat today that this is the grand finals for ECAC Division B. And if University of Hartford wins today, they would be the first ever Overwatch team to win a finals. One of my teams, I believe it was my sophomore year, first semester, we got to the finals but lost in a 3-2 map banner. So hopefully this version of the team can win today and get the trophy. University of Hartford banning the Orisa here. You know, they decide they want to get rid of this fat tank to play into. They just want to play with their comfort on. No Kiriko also. So we're going to see some interesting backlines. You know, Williamson probably opted to play this Baptiste that we've seen from them. Hartford, they really love this Kiriko. We might see the Ana. We might see the Juno. It's going to be really interesting to see what we're going to see. I think if Hartford wants to get the most value possible, I think this Juno is going to get it for them. They play this Juno Brig and maybe play the Junker Queen or the Diva or even the Ramatra. You know, Rocker Brock, he might have a Ramatra on him, so we might see him pull this out. It would be really interesting.
I have a question. Have we noticed? I heard that there was a new set of patch notes. Have we noticed any impacts of that in this match?
Any impacts of the patch notes? No, actually. Neither team has played Roadhog, Vendetta, or Sombra yet. And we haven't seen Mizuki either for that bug. For those who are not aware, there was a patch today. Roadhog's hook got cooldown decreased from 8 to 7 seconds. And Vendetta got an extra 25 health, and Sombra got a minor change to her invisibility and how it works. Decreasing her movement speed penalty when she gets caught out of invis. But neither of these teams are playing any of these heroes today, so we'll see what ends up happening on both these teams as we're going into this next map. University of Hartford playing the D.Va, Tracer, Sojourn, Lucio. Baptiste on the only H, an interesting choice. Can go on this high ground really easily. Does have this really good damage output and group healing potential. We'll see how this works. Williamson College, playing the Ramatra, the Junkrat, Widowmaker, Ana, and Jetpack Cat. Interesting choice. We'll see how this ends up working. Only H might be going the Baptiste just to have another hit scan option against this Jetpack Cat. We'll see how this works. Spanky on the Junkrat might be able to find something here.
How do I sound?
You sound okay as we are heading into map number 4.
Alrighty. Got the University of Hartford here on defense. Cobra Kai holding this hotel position. Fantastic crossfire. Oh,
yeah, Cobra Kai holding this position, the hotel lane. You know, to be able to hold the point, you need to hold the space around the point, and Williamson decided to all push on the stair lane while their Widowmaker holds this top position, just heading this crossfire in. Cobra Kai still playing this low ground here. Rocker Brock trying to hold this space here. Will just take a lot of damage in the meantime. Will get forced out, actually. A lot of damage on Rocker Brock, but Daniel finds the kill on Revy on the Widowmaker. An incredible kill.
That's massive. And Brock did a great job holding that space, denying the opposition to make that rotation. Right? Even though he took a lot of damage and had to retreat.
Yeah.
Right.
You're cutting in and out. You might want to check your mic again.
Tragic.
Daniel's sitting by the stairs behind the enemy team. Spanky on the Junkrat, just trying to find a one-shot combo on this Tracer here. Everyone's looking at this Tracer. Daniel is able to he forces Revy low, but will get traded out in the end. Ariel is 1 HP, but the lamp from Only H saves him. Rock finds a Revy, and University of Hartford will be down a few people in this fight. I don't think they're going to win this.
I'm gonna drive until I find a place.
Yeah, I think you can just keep driving. I can keep casting for you. This is best. This is best of 7, so there's still another map after this guaranteed.
Oh, it's best of 7. That's crazy.
Yeah. So keep driving. Keep driving. Don't worry about it.
4 or best of 5. All right.
It's best of 7. It's best of 7. I think I mentioned that. I mentioned that on stream, not to you. My bad. But yeah, it's best of 7. So there's still another map after this guaranteed. University of Hartford holding the arch here, just trying to zone the enemy team. Daniel marking this left lane here, just trying to, get any value. Cobra Kai has the overclock here. Will decide to pop it in this fight, but Will backslide. It's a 4-man anti from Dragrite. The Nano and Annihilation comes out from Cobra and will find 3 picks. A great anti from Dragrite. No Suzu to cleanse anything. Daniel just stalling the point. Will get staggered late and a rough stagger, and Only H is able to get out eventually. A great way to get out. But it's worth noting in this moment that Hartford, they are the team that wants to play faster, actually. They don't want to play slow in this moment. They have this speed. They have the Tracer, but we're actually swapping to the M-Ray now. Daniel thinking that he can't get a lot of value in this Tracer, which I can somewhat agree with. The Junkrat and the Cass is really no one to play into as a Tracer. If he can just play his hit scan and just raw damage output their team, they might be able to get a kill, even find this Jetpack Cat in the air. Rockerbrock 1 HP on the point will get healed up a bit. Daniel on the Emerald, it does get low. Also, the window comes out. The window and lamp, actually. The B also, it's a lot of support cooldowns and ultimates used. Double support ults used from University of Hartford. Not a good sign. They do win the fight, but now they don't have any support ults for next fight. This is an issue that Hartford have been having this entire game. Stacking these support ults in moments they may not need to. Time for a sip. This is a reminder for chat that drink fluids, water, whatever you have with you. Take a sip of it. You know, hydrate yourself, especially in this spring season. You know, pollen's become a thing. We're getting into the hot weather once again, so we need to watch out. The Cat Noon comes out but it doesn't find a kill because the lamp from Only H. What an incredible lamp that was! And my clipping is on. I just clipped that. That's gonna go in the montage at the end of the semester. What a great lamp from Only H. Spanky was traded out in that fight also, so Hartford able to win that fight just off Only H's back. A great job. Daniel sitting in this hotel lane here, trying to farm the override protocol here on the Emerald. Rockerbrock has the Diva Bomb here, most likely just going to use it for remake. And Huntold Blood is just sitting in the air, trying to just see if they can get any value. Rockerbrock finds Spanky, and the override protocol comes out from Daniel. Once again, just getting this big damage out. And Williamson will just back off. You know, they got the pick early, but they don't need to, like, force it at all. They can just sit main and just wait out the ultimate. There's no reason for them to be pushing into that fight. Rockerbrock actually choosing in this moment to take the Matrix perk. The better perk on the Diva in this moment just provides more sustainability. And Cobra Kai has the rail and does have the overclock. The shield goes down, finds the rail, tries to get it. The tether from Huntold looking to carry the Ramatra somewhere. Just ends up just going high ground. Revy on the left ankle trying to find a crossfire. Doesn't find it. The Annihilation and the Nano come out once again. And the tire, an interesting choice to use the Rip Tire here. But the tank is 1 HP. Rockerbrock finds the kill. Cobra Kai gets the tire with the rest of his overclock. A great final kill. Huntold is 1 HP on the Cat here. Rockerbrock in the backline. Can he find any kills? He might not be able to, but Daniel gets the grenade kill on Spanky. Cobra Kai helps trade out Cobras. And Rockerbrock trying to get a kill on the Jetpack Cat here, but can't get it. Hartford. Second point hold. What a great hold from their part. Maybe I was wrong about this double support ult from earlier because we now have the window available and we are closing on the B. And Williamson making a 3-man swap here, deciding to go the Sombra Tracer and the Zarya here. An interesting choice. Might decide to just play this fast moment here. Daniel gets traded out by Huntold though. An incredible kill. The Cat ult comes out, just bringing Rockerbrock into the enemy team. Does have the Matrix to sustain a little bit. Will try flying back to point, but will get demacked and ultimately killed at the end. Cobra Kai is able to escape for the most part. Doesn't want to get killed here. Only Ish making the swap to Juno. A good swap in my opinion, but also the Ana is actually a good swap also, but if we're very choppy. Uh-oh. I'm gonna stop streaming in Discord, Adam. I think that's causing the stream to get choppy. When you get home, I'll invite you to lobby and everything so you can see the game also.
You're good. I'm gonna just watch on Twitch.
Yeah, you're all set. You're all set. Cobra Kai finds one. Daniel finds the kill also, and Williamson don't get value.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alright, excuse the stream quality for a moment. We were having some technical issues that were happening. Trying to fix all that. University of Hartford getting this win on this map was pivotal for them. A great map win off their part. Alright, and we are going into the opposite side. Cobra Kai on the Widowmaker, trying to find a pop shot here. Only on the Ana now. A great swap. Cobra Kai does have the mythic weapon, finds Revy with the headshot. A great headshot. University of Hartford up on a person right now. They can definitely push and win a fight here. The rock comes out from Koraz here, actually able to get the kill on Cobra Kai. Spanky finds Aerial Lotus. And Hartford just playing these angles here. Stream shouldn't be frozen. I think it should be fine. I don't have any drop frames on my part. Hopefully it gets fixed. I don't see any reason why it would be lagging on my end. It looks clean. So I think I fixed it at the end of the day. Please let me know if it ends up being fixed. We're getting some swaps going on. Cobra Kai over to his tried and true Sojourn. Getting banned out map 1, but he's able to play this for the rest of the game. Rocket Rock over to the Junker Queen, just trying to play this fast tempo, run over Cobras here and Revy here. Daniel on the Emery, once again, just has this long range pressure to be able to give the enemy team. Rocket Rock on the high ground here. Tez take a lot of damage, has to chill for a second. Uses Shout and Ant Speed to get to the opposite high ground. Now they're just wrapping on this position here, trying to get whatever space they can. Rocket Rock just sitting in this position also. Can wrap more, but decides not to. Spanky is 1 HP, sliding to this other position. Only H is on this high ground position here. And University of Hartford does have map control here. The Nano comes out from Dragite onto Cobras. Sleep Dart tries to come out, but doesn't find the kill. Only H is able to sustain with the nade, but does get trade out in the end. Aerialos is 1 HP, will get killed. Daniel has the override protocol. The knife kills Spanky from Rocker Brock. And Daniel has the ultimate still, but decides not to use it. Rocker Brock is looking for the kills here. The Rock swings, but isn't able to get the kill. An interesting kill. Daniel finds 2 in this moment. Incredible on Daniel's part. And the Cat on Hogtold is able to just simply keep sustaining their team. University of Hartford holding the space right now.
The payload's moving. About time.
And it looks like when I'm watching the stream back right now, it looks like it's working good. So that is perfect to know. So hopefully stream is fixed for everyone else. Williamson making some swaps here in this moment. Revy over to the Venture. Cobra is on the Doomfist. An interesting choice. They might just be trying to dive this backline here of the Only H. Only H, though, sitting on this point, does have the Nano online. They might look for the Nano Overclock or the Nano Override Protocol. Either of these can be really pivotal for their team. Sleep Dart comes out, doesn't find any kills here. Goes for the Nano Protocol, and Daniel finds his pick here. A great pick from Daniel, just looking to get whatever kills he can. Hold this space, and Aerialos is able to help kill Cobras, and Hartford will end up winning that fight. Daniel looking to set up in this moment here, try and take this high ground position, a great position to hold. Aerial Lotus does have the beat here. The beats can sustain their entire team through the fight, and once again, Rocker Rock has this Rampage here. The Rampage can find so much value if it gets a kill. Cobra Kai finds his 1. Is he able to help his tank? He isn't able to. I think the tank is off the map. Yes, is off the map, but the B comes out, and Hartford is winning the fight. It's simply 2 on point. It's both the supports, but there's more people from Hartford available in this moment. But they can't kill the Cat, and they can't kill the Ana. They're both 1 HP. Can they get the kill? Yes, they kill the Ana here, and the Cat gets off the point, and that is Hartford. Hartford win map 2. Sorry, map 4. It's 2-2 in the series. Oh my god.
Play of the game.
Alright. All right, we are going to take a brief intermission while Hartford get back to their apartment PCs. We do have a LAN center on campus, but it does close soon, so to guarantee that the rest of the game can continue, our players are going to move to their apartment PCs. So we are going to take a quick break. Please stick around and chat, and we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much. And welcome back, everyone, to University of Hartford Overwatch. My name is TrueBlade16. I am your caster for today. Some great news. Our university has allowed our esports team to stick in the dome longer, so they will be able to play from their apartment, from their LAN center. So we are waiting for them to boot back up right now. All right. Since R5. All right. All right, so we will see what Williamson end up choosing for their map. It is now 2-2 in the series. This series is so close. Just to recap how both these teams have got here, University of Hartford have won every map they've played so far. They've only dropped 2 maps in total, not games, maps. And they've now dropped 2 in the series. They've actually lost as many maps in this one game as they have in their entire season thus far. Ah! Hold on. Let me go to this.
Do you want to share screen, or should I boot up?
You should boot up Overwatch and join on me. And I will let them know that you are a co-caster and that you will also be an LSpec. All right, so we banned Diva and Bent on a all. You're up here. And
so fill me in. We are currently 2-2.
So the map. So it is currently
College.
It is currently 2-2 versus Williamson College, and Williamson had map pick. They brought us to Watchpoint Gibraltar banning the Diva, and University of Hartford banned the Ana. So I have no idea what is about to happen. I have zero clue. Rockerbach does not play Winston. He does not play Doomfist. He can kind of play.
Right?
He has a Junker Queen, but
wait, what map did you say?
we're going to Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
What about the hazard? He's got a hazard?
Maybe.
If not, I mean, any true one trick can make their
Yeah,
character work.
we are going into map, I guess, just trying to keep this stuff going. I will. Yeah, are you online?
It's loading right now.
Okay.
But it is updated.
That's good to know. Wolfheim is.
I played my first ranked games of Overwatch since the new heroes came out.
That's really cool. Who's your favorite new hero? Out of curiosity. Of the 5 new, not counting Sierra yet.
5 new ones.
Actually, we'll count Sierra. We'll count Sierra. She's new.
Give me a second. Let me join.
Yeah, join lobby.
Where are you? All right, we're in.
All right, and we will see what ends up happening. University of Hartford opting to play this Domina double hit scan Lucio Curie, Williamson on the Winston, Genji, Sojourn, Lucio Kiriko, excuse me. Williamson definitely has a stronger comp on this map. Hartford need to play this range and just poke out the enemy team, and we will see what happens as we go in to map number 5.
Okay, I think I've been out of it for a little while. How long has this bridge been broken?
Since the new season started. A great boop from Aerial Lotus here, just to deny some space. Spanky's 1 HP, and the tank is down from Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai just playing this range here, denying any value from the Winston. A great boop from Aerial Lotus also. You know, Lucio players often go unnoticed in these games, but they can do so much value. They are the hidden ninjas of Overwatch.
Now, something that's going to be really interesting to me is to see how the University of Hartford decides to defend this objective. Right now, we see Cobra's just opting to push that cart, and they're getting free progress right now. And Hartford's deciding prioritize the high ground, focus out this Genji while they can, and then abuse this high ground positioning. Working well so far.
Yeah, it is working well so far as Hartford is able to get the pick on Cobras, but Aerial Lotus is traded out. Rockerbach holding this corner here, trying to deny any more value to point. I like this Domina pick here. You're able to stall point really well. I do think a hazard would be better, though. Getting this high ground power on Gibraltar is really prevalent. Now, Rockerbach walking on... Oh! It's been a while since I had a co-caster, I'm so sorry.
At this point, we see Rockerbrocker in a bit of an awkward situation. He's stuck on the low ground, didn't have any opportunity to get back to that preferred position, and we see he falls pretty low as his Sojourn's pressuring him out, and he does end up falling. But the Winston is traded back by Daniel.
Yes, Daniel, known for his incredible hitscan gameplay, is able to find that pick on the Winston, but Revy on Williamson finds 2. Daniel might be looking for the touch here. Yes, they're going for the touch. Cobra Kai on the point is 1 HP. Daniel finds the trade now, just sitting on the point. Goes for the override protocol. Can he get one? The beat comes out. It finds 3 on Williamson. And Daniel might be able to find one more if he gets a pick. The Suzu Force on Dragray, looking just for this power. I don't know if he can find anything, Adam.
It's looking pretty chaotic. The only H is 1 HP, but the fact that he survives is actually monumental.
Feels better.
He's able to come back to his team, keep the rest of them up, and now they have a second to breathe and reset as they have a minute 30 left to hold on this first point dream.
Yeah, a minute 30 for this last point here. Williamson do have the overclock available. No support ults, but they are close to Blade and the Primal here. Rockabrock needs to hit a very good Panopticon here to deny value from their team. Cobra Kai does have this overclock. Very valuable with it. Only H trying to just sit and farm any healing he can for his ult charge.
You know, even if this is your first time ever watching the University of Hartford, you know that this fight is immensely winnable just because Cobra Kai has that ultimate ability. When he pops the overclock, anything is possible.
Exactly true. Exactly true. Cobra Kai sliding to the bottom right here, just trying to play the space against the Winston. I love this. Matching the rotations, just creating as much space as possible. The Blade comes out, the Panopticon also. I don't know if the Panopticon hit anyone. Rockabrock is very... Rockabrock finds Spanky, an incredible kill. Cobra Kai traded out by Cobras, though, with the Primal. And University of Hartford, you know, they're just trying to play to sustain here as much as they can. The beat is still online from Aerial Lotus. He can't go for the beat here. He is 1 HP, and he will just decide to reset in this moment.
I just want to say, this was 2 different scenarios where the only H survived at the just tiniest sliver of HP. I'm not sure how he's getting away with these.
You know, only H is just, some would say he's built different. Some would say.
Some might say that.
Some might say that. I don't know if I would say that, but some might say that. You know?
Some might.
Some might.
Aerial Lotus might.
Aerial Lotus, also speaking of him, does have the beat online, can sustain through these fights. Daniel with a grenade kill on Spanky. Daniel's just getting these necessary kills when he can. Incredible job. Cobra Kai still has this overclock online. Might see him pop it this fight. You know, this big damage can get more kills, but Daniel finds another. Daniel just decided to walk forward. He knows that he's the best player in this lobby, and he's just going to abuse that fact to the max.
Now, we're looking at a very expensive fight that's coming up. 4, almost 5 ults for the University of Hartford, 3.5 available for Williamson. Curious to see the order of operations coming into this next one.
Yeah, but the fact that both these teams have double support ults can really do a lot of value. Dragray popping the Kitsune Rush, and now it's just press Q. Hartford presses 3 ultimates. Williamson just holding their power and just holding 2, but Cobra Kai finds 2 on the overclock, finds a 3rd with the latent rail, finds a 4th, and that is Cobra Kai! Another 4K, another clip for the montage.
This guy knows ball. This Cobra Kai man, put this man on Sojourn and you're looking at miracles.
Yes, and Cobra Kai still was doing a lot of work on map 1, even with the Sojourn ban. If Williamson using this really prevalent Sojourn ban on map 1, trying to get rid of Cobra Kai's best hero, but if you can put him on this hero, you know, he's gonna move mountains, he's gonna lift towers, he's going to bring the dead back to life. He might be Jesus.
We see Daniel comes out with the ultimate, forces out the beat in response, but I'd say a net positive for the DPS trade is the Kiriko does go down, which is exactly what they were looking for.
Yes, exactly. Panopticon out for Rockabrock doesn't find any value, it seems like. Rockabrock just holding this point. Daniel finds Revy, deflect force on Spanky, and now it's just Williamson backing off on this fight. Hartford have a really good hold going on. Last fight territory coming up. They need to get a good fight here to go to the attacking side.
66 on the beat for Aerial Lotus. The Spanky Blade is available. This could be a monumental change, but, you know, Rockabrock holding him in that corner forces him out. It's all going to come down to how this Winston and how this Genji use their ultimate. Winston is there with the touch, has the ultimate to stall if he needs. Blade comes out by Spanky. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Spanky going for the Blade, will find 1 in the backline. Revy finds 2 on only H and Daniel. Spanky finds a 3rd, and it's just a DBS from Williamson cleaning up. There's a fight left from Hartford. They do have a touch possible. You know, Daniel is alive, will be able to touch. Aerial Lotus and the rest of his team will respawn in time. So it's a matter of, can Hartford get these respawns available? Daniel does fall, though, and Aerial Lotus, even though he's going for the touch, he will get killed. The There wasn't a group touch going on from Hartford side, and Williamson will cap second, moving to third. A minute 20 left.
Fortunate for Hartford to see Rocket Brock just get killed that quick. If he got staggered out, we would have seen, honestly, one less potential fight. Just based on the quick respawns that happened and the, brutal possible side effects of the stagger. But not the case in this scenario.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Aerolo speeding on the high ground, just trying to keep whatever space he can. Spanky is 1 HP, no deflect in this moment, into fighting 3 people, no TP on Drag Right. The beat online for Aerilos, they can just pop it in this moment and just push hard. But the patience from Aerilos choosing not to, just speeding Rockabrock along just to get any value. Drag Right 1 HP will end up falling to only H. And University of Hartford will get a very clean fight win in this moment.
And just watching, every time I hear a burst from Daniel get fired, I swear somebody's going down. And just like that, Revy peeks a corner, gets popped right in the chest.
Yeah, Revy, going back and forth with Cobra Kai, these are 2 very powerful players on both teams. But both players have or are close on the overclock, so it's a matter of who can find the value. The Panopticon comes out, gets blocked again by the bubble. Cobras with these bubbles are blocking a lot of value. Aerilos using the beat. It's late though. Doesn't find any value. 4 ultimates from Hartford. Even still, the overclock from Cobra Kai might be able to find one. Doesn't get the kill. And Williamson has 4 people on the point. Daniel has the override protocol. If he doesn't get zoned here in spawn, he can go for the touch. He gets out away from the Winston, but ends up shooting himself in the mirror of whatever that is. Finds one on Drag Right, a great kill. University of Hartford just looking to get on this point to just stall percentage. Spanky has the blade, and that's going to be it. A 3rd point cap from Williamson.
Unfortunate turn of events for the University of Hartford. I felt like they were doing really well there. Just a couple scenarios where they weren't prepared in the ultimate scenario, ultimate economy. I would say most notably that not the most recent fight, but about one before when the Kiriko ults were both used and the Dominant ult got blocked. I think that moment really was the turning point for this map.
Yeah, and you didn't see it map 1, or Culver, but University of Hartford had a very good chance at winning map 1. They were pushing, it was Lijiang Tower, Gardens. They're pushing the bridge side, and they have the beat. They look to go for a beat push, but Cobra's on the Winston pops the bubble, blocking beat from getting onto 3 of Hartford, from getting onto the front line. So only the beat hits the back line. If that beat doesn't get blocked there, it hits 5, and Hartford probably win that map.
You want to fill me in the rest of the details? What went wrong for Hartford overall?
So Hartford overall in this series, they've been having a few issues. I think one thing is their target focus has been a little all over the place. I think sometimes they're hitting these right targets, but sometimes I'm seeing people shoot whoever they want to shoot. But once again, this big issue, this double support ult usage. Every time we want to push with our support ults, we pop both at once. We don't save one for a scenario where we need to live. Especially this beat. This beat is really powerful at letting us live and sustain through fights. We have this rush to be able to push hard if we want. So I'd rather see us use this beat to sustain through, but Aerilos decided to go over to the Wu Yang now. Popping the Joker skin. Love to see it. Go Persona 5, one of the greatest video games of all time. Does have the greatest video game soundtrack of all time, also. Aerial Lotus goes on his left side, does get traded out by Revy. Daniel just moving the objective. At the end of the day, the cart is what matters. Scoreboard doesn't matter. Kills don't matter. Death's nothing if you just don't touch the objective. And Daniel just says to force it. Gets a lot of meterage for Hartford. And Cobra Kai looking to just find whatever space he can. Hartford's still holding this high ground here. Cobra Kai does slide low ground here, trying to just get any damage off. Rockerbuck goes back on the high ground, has the shield up, just trying to mark Cobras, gets the good shift off, forces him off of high ground here. And University of Hartford will have some space gotten for them. Spanky on the Torb, it should be noted. And Rockerbuck is just pushing the backline here, but he's kind of isolated. He does block the rock from Cobras, and the shift doesn't really find any value, but he does get a good E off, will find Revy, and Hartford are just winning this fight. The Panopticon comes out, not needed, but does clean up the rest of the kills.
Maybe one of those better safe than sorry situations. Now, as I'm looking at this, I'm really, if I'm Daniel, I'm not smiling when I look at that comp. Playing Tracer into Torbjorn Cassidy might be the worst. Just that end of sentence might be the worst.
Yeah, I can totally agree. You know, but does have the pulse online. If you want to look for pulse on any of these players, you know, that you have to look for someone.
The Torbjorn.
I would prioritize the Torb also. The Cass can deny all pulse value by just simply hitting the roll. Hits the pulse and gets the stink. I guess the roll was used, or Revy just didn't press it in time. Daniel finds his one and allows Hartford to just get the space here. Cobras' 1 HP will get traded out by Rockerbrock. And it should be noted, Huntold is now on the Jetpack Cat. How do you think this Jetpack Cat is going to differ from the Lucio in this comp?
I think the Jetpack Cat is, I mean, definitely at this point, for second, is really going to struggle, just based on the space available to work. But on third, well, just like that, they pop 2 ults and C9 the point. That's a massive, and the Sigma ult.
3 ults from
but
Williamson.
This is an absolute
tragedy.
Decisions were made. We see Spanky opting to switch. I'm expecting Sigma to swap as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Patrick, Genji, and Winston now.
It's an interesting decision that they decided to swap instead of just not using ultimates. They actually would still retain ult charge from just deciding to not use their ultimate, which would put them maybe a % or 2 ahead from where they are currently. That may not seem like a lot, but in certain fights that can actually turn the tide between a win and a loss. Daniel finds Revy. Spanky trades out Daniel again. The rush from the only ace, just holding the space. Overclock from Cobra Kai. We know he's good for it. Can he get any value? Puts Spanky low. The deflect force. Can he get the kill? No, he doesn't actually find the kill, but he does zone a lot of space here.
Wu Yang just going right in. Takes out the Kiriko. Fantastic. Love to see it. Winston down. And we're looking at an over 4-minute time bank. What a dominant attack round by the University of Hartford. That was incredibly done.
It even goes to 5 minutes because, you know, even though Williamson didn't get any time on the clock, in Escort, if you still cap third, you're still guaranteed an attack regardless of time. So they get a minute, but a minute's added to Hartford's time bank. So instead of a 4-minute attack they normally had, now Hartford, hey, have 5 minutes and 13 seconds. An incredible amount of time to get so much meterage. No! Every time I spectate this map, when I'm in a custom game, I want to go around the coast from third point to first point, but I actually can't because there's an invisible wall. And it pisses me off every time.
Bummer.
So I have to actually weave through the middle map.
Now, if we think back to the first round, we might remember. The University of Hartford was absolutely on fire on the first point defense. They held for about 3 full minutes. Really, they started to lose momentum during point number 2, and then point 3 is where it fell apart. So if Hartford can recreate the magic they had on that first point hold, we might be looking at a 3-2 coming into map 5.
Absolutely.
Map 6?
This is map 5 going into map 6, yes.
Yeah.
For those who are still watching, this is a best of 7 series, so it's not first to 3, it's first to 4. So whoever wins this map will be at game point. And we're going to see both teams just starting out here. Cobra has an option to go to Ramatra with the Baptiste and the Brig, a very livable backline. You know, you have all this group sustain in a small area. So they're looking just to bunker down and just absorb a lot of damage and live a fight if they can. Cobra is pushing forward on the high ground, trying to find any space, has the shield to zone some damage, does get the big form force also.
I gotta say, I'm not sure if it's, well, just like that, makes it work. Revy finds that kill off the back of the Hanzo assist. As I was gonna say, I'm a big fan of the comp that Williamson is playing generically. I'm not sure if it's, you know, traditionally a good fit for this map, but Spanky is making it work as he finds his first headshot and the assist on the previous kill.
Yeah, Spanky just going to town, getting a lot of value, but we do see Cobra Kai on this low ground does have the rail online. He might be able to find a pick and get some value. Besides just popping into the tank, try and find any value, but Spanky on the Hanzo will get another pick, uncontested on this high ground position, and Hartford are just going to be slowly whittling down on this point. Will Cobra Kai try and get out? Yes, Cobra Kai's trying to get out and play his life. Daniel over to the MREG.
I am slowly eating a granola bar throughout this map as well.
You are all fine. I'm drinking my Arnold Palmer right now, my half IC, half lemonade. You know?
Good choice.
Good choice.
99 cents?
You know, I bought the gallon container, so it was more than 99 cents.
But
Daniel finds Drag Ray! It doesn't cost 99 cents to get that kill. It's free! Finds another also.
Rocker Brock just running it down into the back line on that character. Ramatra 1v5. I've seen miracles happen, but not going to happen this time. And it's really important to note, look at that ultimate economy by Williamson.
Yeah.
99, 98, 96, 94. And the Ramatra was the only one that actually had the chance to use his ultimate.
Yeah,
if
it's
Hartford
really...
let that fight go on for just 2 more seconds, it was over.
Exactly. You know, getting these pre-fight picks, especially if you know they have the ultimate online, can really turn the swing of points. Hartford, in this moment, they do have 5 minutes on the clock, but Williamson, they know where they need to hold until. They might just try and play some super bunker strategy. You know, if they play this bunker kind of comp, we do see the Bat Brick coming out this May also. We might see them choosing to play this really bunker strategy, and yes, they're going to the Orisa also. I'm thinking Williamson, they might just want to hunk their Orisa at the first corner and just sit on the point and not move. You know, keep this Bat Brig on the high ground, deny any dive potential from Hartford. Spanky running around on the map on the soldiers, just drawing attention. And Revy maybe playing with Cobra as just trying to get any wall value. We'll see what happens in this map. I'm going to assume that Air Culver's still eating his granola bar.
I'm back, my bad.
Okay.
I forgot. You know, I may be crazy, but I look at the comp that Williamson is playing, and that just makes me want to run a Pharah. Like, either Pharah or an Echo, and just, like, spam down into the corners of that shield, just massive splash damage.
Absolutely.
There's the soldier in the Baptiste, which is absolutely a threat to you, but give it a mercy.
Yeah, could be doable with like a pharmacy. I will say, Hartford's DPS line is known for what they're good at, so they don't have a lot of flexibility, but if they can play what they want, then they can get tons of value. This Tracer from Daniel is massive. Cobra Kai on the Sojourn, his tried and true. And Williamson is going to hold his bottom position here. Bunker in this left room. Can Hartford find any angles here?
The value of Orisa really comes from her one-directional shield. Hartford taking 2 different directions here. They've got Rocker Brock in the front line on the Domina with Daniel and Cobra Kai and a little bit of only H action as well. Coming in from the backside of this, what used to be called
Revy, 1 HP, gets the kill on Daniel. Rockerbrock trades back Revy, a great kill. And Hartford are just pushing the point here. Rockerbrock holding this main space here. A very early shield can actually get walled if he doesn't play his life properly. And Hartford will cap the first checkpoint.
4 minutes to push this 40 meters.
You know, never say never.
Never say never, but Williamson has to play perfect from here on out.
Yes, a perfect hold is possible. The Panopticon comes out from Hartford, isn't able to actually get the kills. You know, the window comes out from the upper team, but Daniel finds Revy, a great kill, just sitting in this backline, just drawing aggro from the team. Almost gets speared in the face, but Rockerbrock takes it for him. Get down, Mr. President. The rally comes out, Rockerbrock finds Spanky, and it's just Cobras on the point. He does have the gold, he has the Terra Surge. The bash comes out from Hunthold, and Rockerbrock is on the point, and he's 1 HP. Terra gets 2, and Hartford will lose that fight. Williamson win it.
I think the biggest importance here for the next 3 minutes is going to just come down to how these ults are used. Or, alternatively, Cobra Kai or Daniel finding just a random pick to crack this round open.
Yeah, that's completely true. We do have this bubble online from Aerial Lotus. A good bubble onto maybe Cobra Kai. Slides in twice, can get a kill, but Daniel gets first picked in this moment, you know? Aerial is also sitting in this low ground. I think really in this moment, you have to, if you're attacking, clear these high ground positions to get the space around the point. Hartford definitely want to take these wide angles here and just draw as much attention from different sides as possible. Because Cobra has, as we said before, the shield that can only is one directional. You know, if you can draw different directions, you can get tons of value. Overclock comes out from Cobra Kai, zoning Spanky's tactical visor, but only H does die, and Hartford is losing this fight. We do pop the ultimates, but we don't find the value with it.
As mentioned, how we use these ults is going to decide how this plays out. And I feel like our ultimate usage in that round, that engagement, was really rather poor.
Yeah.
We came in with the Soldier and Overclock, and they matched it with the Blizzard. Alright, it's going to be difficult to get that value based on the positioning and based on the shield. And then we tried to use the Wu Yang ult into the Blizzard, and kind of just fell apart from there.
Yeah, totally. Cobra Kai trying to swing to this high ground position. I don't know if he has anyone with him, but he does have Spanky. But yes, he gets the kill! Has the help of both his other DPS and his Lucio. A great Panopticon from Rockabot finds two! And Hartford are going to most likely win this map. The goal for Koraz, but it's only him. He's the only person on point. Can he get 5 kills? No, he can't. Hartford will win map number 5. Game point, Hartford. Hartford have the advantage.
Had me sweating a little bit there, Hartford, but Hartford has it. What can you say?
Oh my god. What a game this is so far. You know, the people at home can't see it right now, but I'm on the edge of my seat. Yep. So the manager is staying late for Hartford's team. Williamson have map pick and first ban. And we are going into game point for Hartford. Hartford up 3-2 in the series. This could be the map win for them. And because we've gone through all 5 game modes, we've reset game modes now. So every game mode is open again. I'll actually say every game mode is open again. Cannot play maps that have already been played. So Williamson, they have all game modes open now. They can choose whatever game mode they want to choose. It's going to be really interesting to see what they decide to play here.
And remind me how the bans work. Are they you're not allowed to re-ban a previously banned character?
Yes. So the way hero bans work, for those who are still watching, as well as for Mr. Adam Culver, the way hero bans work is every team can ban every hero in the game once. You cannot ban a hero in the same hero pool as another team did that map. So for example, we have 3 roles in the game: tank, DPS, and support. If I'm on one team and you're on another, Adam, if I first ban and I ban Tracer, you cannot ban a DPS that map. I've already banned a DPS. But you can ban a tank or a support. So you could ban Kiriko or Ana or Winston, right? So this ban theory is really prevalent when we play these maps because first ban is so powerful, you can protect roles with it due to the power of blocking an entire role. So if you really want to play the Lucio Kiriko, you really want to play this double hitscan, you really want to play Orisa or something, you know, you can ban out other heroes from those roles while also protecting at the same time. However, protecting a role does leave another role open for counter bans. You know, we've seen these bans come through. You know, we've seen it all the time. Cobra's the captain of Williamson picks Oasis and they ban Lucio. The Lucio ban coming out for the first time this series. An interesting ban. Will definitely hinder Aerial Lotus here. What do you think Hartford's ban has to be in contest?
I would say, thinking back, have we banned Genji yet? Because if not, banning the Spanky Genji.
There hasn't been a Genji ban yet.
I feel like banning the Spanky Genji might be a valid option. I feel like even if we're not, you know, super intimidated by his Genji, it seems to be a comfort pick, um, as well as, you know, enabling a lot of that dive play style that can really threaten our DPS carries of Cobra Kai and Daniel.
Yeah, totally. This Genji is really powerful. If we really want to play this double hit scan, especially on a map that has verticality like Oasis, this Genji ban can do a lot. I even think another ban we can do, you know, if you want to ban the Zarya or something like that, that would be powerful. Rocker Brock is very good on the Joker Queen, very good on other heroes. And Hartford decided to ban Soldier. Interesting. Maybe they just don't want to deal with this long-range DPS from other sides of the map.
I think Soldier seems to be another option that Williamson has been falling back on. My personal opinion of that choice is that I think the Soldier maybe has given them more trouble than the Genji. But my thought process is simply that the Genji feels more of a comfort pick for their players.
Yeah, totally.
I understand the decision making.
Need map switch to Oasis. Oh, I never switched to map to Oasis, and I host.
Reportable, honestly.
All right, and we are going into map number 6. It is game point for Hartford. Everything on the line right now. Williamson holding on to their hats right now. If they lose this, they are out. This is possibly the last map that Hartford and Williamson will play this season. Williamson have to put everything into it this map, push for another. But that means also that even if they win this map, there is no map advantage for them anymore. Regardless of what happens in this map, even if they win, next map they won't have the map choice or the first ban. So this is really powerful for UHart, and UHart opting to go very classic dive comp. The D.Va, Tracer, Sojourn, Liang, and only H probably going this Kiriko here. I'm loving this comp from UHart personally. I think there's a lot of vertical on this map. Rockerbrock playing the D.Va can really access this high ground. Daniel on the Tracer, we know he's good for it, and Cobra Kai, Sojourn. Williamson, though, on deciding to play the Baptiste Brig version, can really deny this dive value if the Brig gets value. But as a problem, they don't have this angle control. They kind of wanted to play stack, so we'll see what ends up happening as we go into map number 6. Both teams fighting this top left high ground here, just trying to gain map control here and take the space. Hartford will win the space fight here. The wave comes out from Aerialo, sustaining his team longer. Daniel hit by the hand grenade, but just getting this big damage in. And Hartford playing all on this left side here. They're playing stack in this moment. This is really interesting. A very interesting game choice from their team. We'll see what Hartford begins to do in this moment more. Cobra Kai finds Spanky. He's good for his one always. As Hartford begin to push on this point more, Cobra is pushing Cobra Kai in this backline. Is 1 HP. Will get DMAC. A stagger might come out. No stagger. And Hartford win this first fight.
And it looks like a great job, Rocker Brock, chasing down that Sojourn, getting that stagger kill. And we do see the Zarya switch over here from Cobras. Interested to see how Hartford opt to respond into this counter pick.
Yeah. I think as Hartford are playing this Wing and Kiri comp with the Tracer Soj and the D.Va, you know, you don't want to play right on top of Cobra's Drag Right and Huntold. You need to play this angle here in this distance. You need to force out these bubbles, force out these cooldowns, and eventually once you force out enough, you can get a good hit in. It's also on Daniel here with the Pulse Bomb. Can find a good kill if he sticks it. Goes for the stick, doesn't hit it. Hold that, please. But Rockerbrock in the backline right now, 1 HP, doesn't have any support currently, just sitting main, trying to get any value. Only H will farm the Kitsune Rush off him. Aerialus is 1 HP, gets forced out of this top left position, and Cobras and his team are able to take that position. Daniel finds the kill on Drag Right.
Cobra Kai flies right in. It's a great thing he had that D.Va bomb just to get that reset, but unfortunately Daniel taken off as well. So Hartford's still 3 up, and they have a great comp for contesting these spaces. Now, Rockerbrock right on the face of both of these DPS, takes them both out single-handedly.
Yes.
Flip the point in exchange, but potentially worth it as Hartford are in a 4v3 here.
Yeah, could get a kill here, but the backline of the Bat Brig is able to sustain through Rocket Brock's dive. This is the power of Bat Brig if played properly. Brig, especially in the Diva, very powerful. Rocket Brock has to be careful in these moments. Cobras finds the pick on Daniel, and now Hartford just have to play slow for a second, wait for their team to come back before they can find any value in this next fight.
I have a question for you. Ignore the other 8 characters in the field. Enemy team goes Zarya. Who would Rocket Brock's best pick be?
I think honestly, I think Rocket Brock could match the Zarya. Rocket Brock is very good at the Joker Queen, the Diva, and the Zarya. A very traditional off-tank pool, if you would see it. Eats the grab also! What an E from Rocket Brock! Hungry hippos!
Talk about a natural off-tank if I've ever seen one.
Yes! You know, showing shades of Hanbin right now. As Cobra Kai swings to high ground, finds other kills, and University of Hartford win that fight. Might be map win. There's no Lucio. So touch is going to be nearly impossible if this Cass gets picked. The ball is able to get out, but can the ball even get a touch? Hartford have to deny this touch. The ball is able to get on the point, but Rocket Brock trades drag right. Overclock out from Revy.
And as good as over, Wrecking Ball the only really living soul. Bring in Tracer nearby, but
yeah. It's just a cleanup for Hartford. Hartford win that map 99-44. One sub-map even closer to a trophy, to a championship, to that first place finish that they've desired this entire semester.
And, you know, they're playing at that championship level. They're doing fantastic work so far.
Yeah. It's a great job from Hartford right now.
I have a
What's
question, macro decision-making wise. Something I've seen happen repeatedly throughout the series. I see the University of Hartford using the Kitsune Rush simultaneously with the overclock. Do you think that's an intentional decision or just coordination choice? That is
something that they've been doing a lot in their gameplay. I don't think it's a great ultimate combination personally. I think in some situations it's fine, but I think both of those ultimates can get a lot of value individually. You know, to me, that's kind of like stacking EMP and Bomb, or some other like big, maybe not EMP and Bomb, but you know, 2 ultimates that can
like
really
EMP
win.
And like Genji Blade.
EMP and Blade, yeah, that's a big one, right? I think both those ultimates can individually win a team fight. I don't think they both need to be stacked together. That's my thought process with this. But we are in the map right now. 2 DPS traded out. Daniel trades out Spanky, getting the 1-for-1. They're both good for their 1. Cobra Kai pushed in from the enemy team. The Venture Burrow will be able to live. Rocket Brock just trying to find any kills he can, but isn't able to find any. The lamp comes out, protects their team. Aerialos gets dropped low, and Hartford will have to back off in this moment.
And as I was talking about before, we got Spanky on that Genji, so we'll have to see how it plans out for him. And Aerial Lotus on the was it
Mizuki?
Mizuki,
yes.
All right.
Spanky going over the top of the high ground, hitting the backline of Hartford, trying to find a kill here. Does have the Sojourn behind him. What is Cobra Kai doing? Just sitting in this position, catching people off guard. And Aerial Lotus, looking for any of these shots here, will place second into the dive. Trying to get a chain. Gets the chain off on the Wrecking Ball. The Wrecking Ball's 1 HP. Will get killed by Hartford. And they are able to sustain. No hats available for Aerial Lotus. But Daniel is able to find his 1. Finds a second. He's good for it. Just clicking the heads like it's cookie clicker. And will get killed.
Aerial Lotus putting the work on this Mizuki so far.
We bomb!
Brought to just 1 HP. Oh, and he gets the chase down as well. As I was saying, putting in the work, picks up 2, sets his team up to flip this round around.
Yes, they are able to flip the map. Maybe even getting a kill here. Coming up on ultimates for this fight, you know, Aerial, only H does have the Kitsune Rush. We have the High Noon online. I think a good High Noon here can zone a lot of damage. Huntold is really on the job of getting this bash off of on Daniel here to get this kill. We'll see what happens, but only H walks through an entire minefield here and just gets killed. We have the Blade and the Mines both used, as well as the Rally. It's 3 ultimates from Williamson here, just trying to guarantee the fight win here.
Now, if I'm the University of Hartford, I'm not even too upset about that round, that fight, because as you mentioned, 3 ultimates in exchange for 0 by the University of Hartford, so it's looking at a 4 versus 2 ult economy, and we'll have to see how they use these.
Yeah.
Looking at a dangerous flank, however.
Daniel finds the kill on Dragright, and we have the tectonic shock coming out, but Revy is 1 HP, even though Cobras finds the pick on the only H and Daniel. Daniel still is able to help find 2. Overclock from Cobra Kai, we know he's good for it. Let's see whatever kills come out. Sanctuary comes out from Aerialos, just trying to sustain his team through whatever's happening. The Brig 1 HP, Cobra Kai finds the kill, Rock onto Spanky, and Hartford will probably be able to turn this fight.
High Noon available along with the Kitsune Rush. You know, one thing that I've been thinking about since I started watching this University of Hartford team this map, or this match overall.
Yep. What have you been thinking about?
I feel like we don't see a lot of like creativity in the way they play and the way they take these fights. Right? There are so many unique things that you can always try to come up with in the game of Overwatch. I think the University of Hartford, they just rely on solid fundamentals, which is it's completely valid way of playing.
Yeah, I think especially in a moment like this is grand finals. I don't think this is a time to personally be trying new stuff. I think they need to go to what they know and have the best chance. They've just won this last fight. It is that last fight territory. This is the fight that could define Hartford in their Overwatch career. If they win this fight. You know, but Cobra Kai gets killed by Cobras. It's a great kill. Daniel has the high noon just going for an early zone here. It's really early. I don't know if Cobras is able to get any kill, but he's looking for a kill. Is it a fight? He's sitting in the minefield. He dies!
He missed the opportunity for the wrecking ball. That was such a close call. Unfortunate deep bomb as well. Lands up on that little lip. Doesn't find soul. Cobra Kai does take out 1, but this is looking really difficult.
Yeah, it's looking really hard for Hartford. That high noon's so early. If they wait a few seconds longer, they surely get better kills there off of what happened. Rockabrock very low on the point, just trying to stall percentage, see if his team can come back to help them.
Still going actually.
Yeah, this is
back on the Kiriko is making magic happen.
Yeah, this is the power of having the D.Va on a map like this, especially with that passive of the shields. Is you can just absorb so much damage and get value off it. Blade comes out from Spanky, is 1 HP, Cobra Kai will trade out, is getting pushed by the Tracer and the ball, and there's just more trades happening.
At this point, Tracer's alone, and after putting up a great fight, surely it is inevitable.
Yeah, and Williamson will win the second sub-map, holding on to their life by their bare hands.
I think this round was just 1 left click away from being completely over. As who was it? Daniel? Was Daniel on the Cassidy?
Daniel was on the Cassidy, yes.
As Daniel popped that high noon as he was looking for that wrecking ball, it looked like he had an opportunity to fire while the skull was fully lit, but unfortunately just the tiniest of windows before he ducked around a wall and ended up in a minefield himself.
Yeah, and an insane team swap coming out. Aerialos and Only H decided to swap to the Juno Brig backline, decided to just play a very brawl-heavy comp. They want to run the enemy team over with all their might and power. No, Juno actually decided to just go back to the Kiriko. Aerialos trying to deny this ball value. I like the swap here. Spanky back over to Junkrat. This is baffling me, Adam. Like, I don't think Junkrat's very good right now.
It's an entirely new game for this last map. We got a Reaper, we got Junkrat on a Brig, and the Brig goes down just like that.
Yes, ball in, trying to get any kills, but Rockerbrock has the body block, a great body block. Use that mech to just deny escaping. Cobra Kai finds the pick, and Hartford, even though they lose 2 in the fight, they will still win the map. They still will win the point control.
Now, walk me through it. How does the University of Hartford have to play this map with this Reaper composition? It's not a character we see a lot.
No, it really isn't. Reaper definitely wants to get in there and just apply tons of pressure to the enemy team. I honestly think Hartford, they can just play into this ball and punish him. You know, they have the Brig, they have the D.Va. They have tons of value to just deny this ball's value. They can shut him down this entire game and just get value off that. But Rockerback doesn't even need to because he can just find Spanky with that pick.
unfortunately, Daniel went down to a lot of damage from that Ana dragged right. But at the end of the day, if one team has Cobra Kai and the other doesn't really make a difference.
Absolutely. And Aerial Lotus on this break here, just able to sustain his team through all these dives. It's a great job from Aerial Lotus here. Doing incredible work. Love to see it. I also want to shout out some people in the chat right now. We got Blackout, Lalastaff, we got Lord Revan 1982, Cranky P, we got Simagos. We got so many people in the chat right now supporting our team. I'm loving seeing everyone here. Thank you for supporting UHart Overwatch. And let's help Hartford win this map. Aerial Lotus goes for the bash here. We'll trade bashes with Hunt Hold. And the mines come out from Kobolds trying to get any value, but Aerial Lotus just on the break here, finding tons of value. Rockerbox finds one, Cobra Kai finds another, and Hartford, it's 85%. And Williamson only have 2 people alive.
Look at this ult economy. We've got a Kitsune Rush with the Overclock and Death Blossom. All they've got is a Nano and a Dream.
Yes, and Huntold over to the cat, looking for a touch. This entire team's looking for a touch. Rockerbox is sleeping, actually. The slam tech from Kobol's trying to find any value. Cobra Kai is just getting killed this fight. He's just getting killed by everyone. But Daniel finds the Blossom and finds 2! Rockerbox trades out Spanky, Cobra has falls, and that's it! Hartford win! Hartford win! Hartford win!
The University of Hartford are the champions of their league. Congratulations to the University of Hartford. Well fought.
Oh!
Williamson College.
My God. What a game.
This ends now.
6 maps. Incredible Overwatch. That was beautiful. Incredible to see from Hartford. I am super proud of them. Going into this map, they lost map 1 and lost map 2. I was getting really worried about how they were going to do in the rest of that series, but they ended up turning it around really fast, which I think was really good to see from them. You know, they kind of took a second, they took a mental reset, and they locked in, and I love to see that.
When I first checked into the to the stream, I saw the score. I saw 2-0. I was like, man, this must be really rough shape for the University of Hartford. I saw Junkertown. You lost the first point up, or sorry, New Junk City. I saw the enemy had the first point as well, and I was like, you know, I'll cheer them on for as long as they stick with it. And then they just stuck with it as soon as I started watching. So, you know, maybe it's Maybelline, but incredible work by the University of Hartford.
Yes, incredible work. Adam, you know, you cast a lot of Overwatch games in your time. It's that time. It's time to choose our player of the match.
Ooh, this is always.
Yes. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, wait. I went to a different scene. Hold up, they can't hear you. Hold up. You know, what am I gonna do? Existing that. There you go. Alright, you're in. Yeah, you're good, you're good.
From where? From the beginning?
No, not from the beginning, from player of the match.
Okay.
Unless that is the beginning. That might be the beginning.
You're good. So, definitely going Cobra Kai. Absolute GOAT, absolute legend. This man on the Sojourn is just the real deal. Like, the number of 3Ks, 4Ks, right? Looking back in the replay of the stream, this play of the game as well, right? Finds 1, watching it back, finds 2, takes out the Brig, just bullies the Baptiste into jumping off the map. Just magically well played.
Yes. And I think I think we do have to invite Cobra Kai to join our team. At Cobra interview ? I'm gonna get some stuff set up while he's joining the call. So
Make sure Discord can be heard.
Yeah, Discord's heard. I just need to get some stuff going. Cobra Kai!
Wait.
Who is this man?
Who is this guy? Hold up. Chat. Stream can't see you yet. I need to do some stuff.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
I get MVP? Who's that?
Display.
Yo. Oh my
uh.
god.
Yo, do I turn my
Wait.
cam on or what?
You can turn your cam on.
Yo,
This one?
I get to see Yo, Adam. Oh my god.
There we go.
What up, Adam?
I'll turn my camera on also. I don't think it's gonna work because I'm already
Holy
casting.
crap. Bringing all that energy to hot.
Don't worry. I'll just put my camera
Oh,
on.
I forgot to order hot. Yeah, me too. I was like, I don't know.
My camera not plugged in.
That's the 7. I was like, oh, I'm gonna order.
Hold up.
Oh.
Oh.
God, like,
Uh,
more dramatic. And then they end with the C9 is. They end with the C9 in the
Yes.
first match.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Hold on. I need
Same
to
way it started,
just.
same way it ended.
Failed way to
Illegal
start
play,
cam
like,
from Air
C9.
Culver.
No.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right. I've made this work, so this is the best I can do. So I'm just not gonna touch anything. Actually, wait. I'm gonna do this.
Too much energy. We can't wait.
Yada.
Why are they running the grass, bro?
All right. Cobra Kai, I want to congratulate you on your win today.
Yo,
This is Hartford's first ever finals
Dude.
win. Talk to me about the energy coming from you right now. What are the emotions that are running through you right now?
dude, through the roof, like 100 out of 10, like, oh my god, like, everyone was screaming, like, we were like, let's go, dude, oh my god. Yo, we're all walking together. Yo, what up, stream?
Squad.
Yo, we got the squad. We got the squad.
Oh,
Your input changed, Adam. Your microphone input changed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not you. Kai, first off, I want to congratulate you for this win. You are our player of the match again. I want to congratulate you so much. And for winning player of the match in the finals, I think that's like 5 gold stars.
Yo.
I think that's
Oh
5
my
gold
God.
stars. Great job. Let's talk a bit about the moments of this entire game. But before we continue, I want to just tell chat, if you have any questions you want to ask people in what's going on right now, in what their work up to this moment has been, anything they have going on in their life right now, who they want to thank, anything like that, feel free to put your questions in chat, and we'll be sure to reach out to the players and ask them. But Kai, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this game. Map 1, we see the Sojourn band come out. I already know. I couldn't see you. I'm in a different VC. I'm in a different place even. I'm in my apartment right now. I can't even see you, but I can already know that you were just sighing when that Sojourn band came out.
Yeah.
How did you want to play into it?
So, yeah. 100%, I was disappointed with the Soj because, I love playing Soj on Lijiang. But obviously, I had to pick my. Oh, excuse me, thank you. Yeah, no, you're. I had to pick my Cass because that's I would say my second best DPS. And so, yeah, no, I went Cass and yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You went Cass. I definitely agree. Watching your Cass gameplay, it was really good. I think you're still getting those picks. What do you think went wrong map 1? We go to map 3 in that series. We go to sub map 3. You win 100. You win 100% on one map due to C9. They win 100% on the next map.
Yeah.
What do you think happened to Hartford in that map?
I think it was just for the first map, like I think it was just finals jitters because I think we were just popping too many ults. We weren't communicating as much. We also had Nikki's mic was messing up. What?
Mm-hmm.
And Nikki's mic was messing up, but
Why do I feel like you're walking to my apartment?
what?
Why do I feel like you're walking to my
No.
apartment? Are you sure?
Why would I want to? Dude, I don't know where you live.
You know where I
Yeah.
live. Yeah, I feel like you're still walking down the hallway. You're opening the door right now. Let me close my door. Let me lock my door.
We're going to the bathroom.
Okay, my door is locked. All right, they can't get in here. That's perfect.
Wait, actually?
Oh wait, they're opening my door. Wait, no.
Wait, they're in my room too.
If I don't say anything, they can't hear me.
Hey, can you open the door?
I
Take
love
over
how
the
I'm just
board.
like missing everything here.
I know. We're. Hey, Jack.
Post interview.
Yeah, you post interview in person, right?
But Kai, do the camera work.
Oh. All right. So we got us three. We're right outside.
Squad.
We're waiting for Jack to say anything. Nothing's being said.
Yeah, I don't hear him either.
I know.
He must not be home.
No,
You
no,
only
no,
go
no,
for a
no,
split
no,
second.
no entry. I'm kidding. I'll let you guys in.
But
Wait.
Let's
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we leave call. You should leave call. Oh my god. I will give you the headphones so you can talk to Adam Culver.
Oh yeah.
You can hold this. They're all in my room right now. Let me.
You're already right
I don't
now.
see me and I don't see
Oh
me.
my god. Oh yeah, you don't have your wait. Oh my god. It's all perfect. It's all perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Cobra Kai, take a seat in the chair. You are a player of the match.
Yeah. Jack, why is it so hot in here? Your room's terrible.
My room
Alright.
sucks,
Your
bro.
room
Sorry,
worse than
where
ours.
was
I
the
know.
last question?
Shit.
So we talked about map 1 with what was happening.
Yeah.
You know, you talked about what was going wrong with that. I think ultimately one of the things I think I saw that really struggled that you guys could have won that map. I think that bubble didn't go out from the Winston and block your
Yeah.
feet from getting 3 members. I think if you could have beaten 3 people and definitely won that fight.
Oh, I definitely agree. Yeah, that bubble definitely messed us over, causing us like half the team to not even get beat, which ended up resulting in us losing that map. But yeah.
Yeah, you need to clean yourself off. Eric Culver, I don't know if you have any questions for Cobra Kai right now.
You know, I'm kind of just like in general, as you guys are starting to build up this momentum. So I didn't join until New Junk City. I joined when you guys were already down 0-1 on New Junk City, 0-2 in the map overall. So I kind of joined at this moment of the bottom of the bottom. I also didn't realize it was a best of 7, so I'm like, they are on the brink of it. You know, kind of walk me through like this.
I can't join my phone.
You know, what were the emotions like as you guys won the first game, your second, third, and like you built up this streak?
Yeah, so definitely we had to keep the vibes up, you know. Like after the 2 losses, we were definitely down. We were definitely like talking with each other. We're like, hey, we gotta lock in. We gotta stop using ults. We gotta talk more. And I think just after we won that one game, it just started clicking, and the positivity just went upward, and we just like kept talking more and more, and we fixed all those mistakes that we were having.
I love that. That's so great. Also, I finally see the video on my my other monitor of you guys
Oh,
storming
yeah.
the room.
Hold up. How do I? Oh. No.
No, that works. Do that.
No, that works.
I mean, that works, yeah.
We're here.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this. And can you mute Kai on my end? On your end. It's like just mute Kai's mic. No, mute Kai. No, mute my mic.
Okay, I see. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about all these technical. You bet. Oh, you.
I'm working on it.
Who mute his mic? You did it? You did it. Okay, perfect.
Maybe.
We're good. So Cobra Kai, great job today. You know, map 2, we went to Runasapi, arguably University of Hartford's best map. You know, we ended up losing that map. What are some things that you think went wrong there? I do want to talk a bit about our double support all usage. I feel like we used a lot of double support ults in situations we didn't need to. Do you think we could have prevented that? Do you think we needed them there? What do you think?
Yeah, no, so like I said in the first map, there was a lot of ults that we weren't communicating. I feel like we would just say, oh, I'm going to do this at the same exact time, which caused us to have like 3 ults at one when we should have only used Rush there or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's honestly what was happening. We just like we weren't really communicating. I think it was still just finals jitters. Like we were definitely feeling that. But
yeah. I mean, finals jitters. I can definitely understand it. Being in finals myself multiple times, it definitely is something stressful that you have to encounter. I think after that map ended, though, you guys were on an upswing. You won every map after that, even giving them map advantage after map advantage. I want to ask you. I don't know if Eric Culver has any pressing questions right now before we get into chat questions, but I did want to ask, what did you do any preparation for today's game?
I would say yes. Instead of going to the dome at 7, I went to the dome at 6. I gave myself 2 hours of playtime. I queued some comp and played some quick play, and then for the final 30 minutes, I was just doing Vaxa aim training.
No, I think I'm gonna let you guys go take care of this on your own. You guys kind of being in the same space, I think it'll make it work out a little better.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can totally do that.
All right. I'm gonna watch from Twitch. Congratulations again,
Yo,
guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam, for helping me
I will
co-cast. We really appreciate it.
Celebrate in person with you.
You know I have purpose, right? I could join.
Sima joy.
Sure.
Yo.
wants to join?
He
wanted to
My heart's still racing.
I know.
Yeah.
Simon was our captain. He was there with us the whole time. All right. He was our manager.
So Cobra Kai, you've won today. You are now your team. I guess also my team, because I've been a coach for you guys and also a former player. You guys are now the first ever Overwatch team at University of Hartford to win a finals. You have won every game. You went lossless through everything. You've only dropped 4 maps in total. Almost at the golden stage. Almost. Gotta blame Harold for that.
Yeah. Blame Chris.
Oh yeah, blame Chris. Yo. Chris, when I see you, bro, when I see you, bro, you are done. Done.
Alright.
I have to make sure also that like I'm not. Oh, there we go. Discord has nothing, which is good.
Yeah.
And you muted your mic, right?
Huh?
Yeah, you did. You're good. All right. I think we're gonna get some chat questions now. So first chat question I want to go over. Chat. It's actually how it sounds. That is so true. Let's go with
Jason. Yo, Jason! Oh my god,
Where did we ask?
Yo.
Any interview questions?
Jason.
Yes. So for those who are asking about gold stars, when I was first coaching these guys, they didn't listen to anything. So I had to resort to the teacher within me. Both my parents are teachers. I've learned a lot from them, and I had to start giving them gold stars for doing stuff that was good. So getting good kills, making good plays, listening to our plans. And when they made bad plays, I had to take away gold stars. And so I've taken away a lot of gold stars. I've also given a lot of gold stars for them doing good. And so we have a little running joke with that. So in a few weeks, I'm going to do the final celebration, give out some final gold stars that I have hidden away in my pocket.
Who's got the 2 MVP for this?
So Kai got MVP last match, and he also got MVP this match. So he's won he got 2 gold stars from last game, and then another 5 for today for winning finals. But yeah. I think we do have some chat questions though. I'm gonna look through.
Do you want to hold this
Are we getting Max and Boehner? We almost did. Leg.
We were not.
I know there's a chat question somewhere.
Yo, that was so bad.
I asked one.
Oh wait, Sima asked one.
Well, I hear myself through your mic, Sima. I hear the stream through your mic. I hear the stream through your mic. You need to stop that.
How? I haven't been muted.
I hear it through Discord.
I think you're
Unless someone else is in Discord.
No, I think you're just going crazy, bro.
I have push talk on.
Well,
I hear it.
honestly, yo.
Is it you?
There's one.
No, there's no way because you muted.
I don't have my mic
here.
on.
I hear it through my headphones. Do you hear it?
No.
Okay, it's gone.
No, but honestly, I wouldn't be here without Jason. So that seeing Jason's comment,
Yes!
that really made my day.
There were tons of people on the old team who have turned up in chat today, which is really cool.
Why is there
My ears. Yeah. Yes.
What
So,
possessed?
what possessed Matt to troll the first map for fun?
Yeah, Matt. What?
What possessed you to troll the first map for fun?
Oh, who asked that?
Did the cash up hit?
Who asked?
Did the cash up hit?
Who asked?
No, I don't know who asked.
That was
Sima.
asked. Sima.
Oh my god. Okay. You genuinely want to know what actually happened?
What happened?
So, obviously, on Li Jiang, you're going to the White Room. That's what we call it. So, obviously, any in there, blah, blah, blah. I sometimes go on the outside of the bridge, especially trying to get out towards where that mini in the corner is. What happened is I had no momentum on one of my wall rides, and where I was positioned, I did not get, like, on the next section of the wall. Because the way I always find it, like, how Lucio works is he has sections of walls of... There's a timer of, like, a cooldown until he can go back on that wall. So, I did not go back.
Yeah. I want to shout out some people in chat who have been really helpful, not only for just supporting us, but also for supporting the team. You know, there was a version of the team when I was here that was really prominent. There was myself. I was the tank player for 3.5 years. Didn't play this semester. You know, and I taught a few of the tanks today. Rocker Brock has been one of my disciples, the tank player, and I'm really proud to see where Rocker Brock has come. Even I'm blanking on Mike's username. Why am I blanking on Mike's username? Moondrifting. I knew it started with an M. Moondrifting, another tank player, the tank sub for the team, has been really helpful also. I know, Kai, you learned from Jason, the former Soj player for the team. Do you have anything you want to say to Jason? You know, if Jason's still... Jason might be watching.
I mean, I did say it, but, like... I'll say it again, like, if it wasn't for Jason, I wouldn't be here. Like, because I never played Sojourn. I really was only, like, Bastion and Ash. And so once I got on the team a year ago, Jason just... Like, he taught me... Like, he would teach while he would play. He was like, all right, so this is, like, some good angles to take. Like, this is what you should focus on. And, like, I would have never thought that because I haven't played any competitive video games like that.
Yeah.
And so this is my first ever competitive one.
I know we had Oromuru, who is the Flex CVS player, who left this semester. I don't think Oromuru had definitely taught you a lot of stuff. You know, you were able to play with Oromuru as well as myself with Joe. You know, do you have anything you want to say to Joe in thanks?
Dude. Dude, I miss Joe. Actually, I saw him today. He was walking at comments, and I said hi. But yeah, no, honestly, he helped me also with positioning, I would say, and just I would think giving more call outs and just being there for me whenever I needed for playing, and just honestly great tracer. I miss him.
Yeah. So we also have the supports, you know, Ariel Lotus. You learned a lot from Blackout, Leroy. Do you have anything you want to say to Leroy?
All right.
Anything you want to thank him for? Anything you want to say to him?
All right, Leroy, because I know you are in chat. I know today wasn't probably the best performance you've probably seen me do, but I just, in general, I just want to say thank you so much for getting to me where I am now. I remember at the beginning of the start where I wasn't exactly the best, but after you really kind of like put me down and kind of started teaching me little by little of how to play, like positioning, Lucio's, when to swap, ult tracking, I would say ult track is still probably my strongest suit. I don't know why.
Sometimes it just
undiagnosed ADHD probably. But in general, I just want to give you a big thanks for being there for me, and I'm looking to maybe hopefully get another main support in as well.
Yeah, totally. And Only H, I think Only H is at home, but Only H is our flexible player, has learned a lot from Lord Revan, who did show up in chat. Sean, if you're still here, what's up? How you doing? But all you guys have learned something from our team, and as your coach and your manager and the only senior on the team who is leaving in like 3 weeks, I want to say that, like, from the bottom of my heart, bottom, like, I know I shit talk you guys a lot, and I really shit talk you guys, and I really like sometimes I just tell you the hard truth, even if you don't want to hear it. But it's all in love, and if I don't teach you these things, then you wouldn't have gotten to where you are today. And so I'm super proud of you guys for learning and listening, which I know is really hard for you guys. I know it's really hard to listen.
Gotta get those stars.
Yeah, you gotta get those stars for listening. But I just want to say that I am super proud to be your coach and to have taught you how to get here. And I know it's been a pain, it's been a hassle, and we've had our highs and our lows. But I think at the end of the day, you guys have won. And I'm super proud. And you can give yourself a round of applause.
There's also some more chat questions in there.
Yes, we got some more chat questions. So people were asking, who's the MVP? The MVP is Kai. Congratulations. We also have another chat question from Sandy Law 1. We will get to that question later. That is always the last question, so I won't get there yet. Sandy Law 1, it did ask 2 more questions. How does it feel to be the first ever UHart champions, division champions? I will correct that. We have had division championships before. This is the first for Overwatch, so maybe that's what you're asking. But how does it feel to be the first Overwatch champions of UHart?
Dude, I'm still processing it. Like, I kid you not. I mean, they can vouch for me. I started flipping the crap out. Like, I was jumping everywhere. I'm like, let's go!
I hugged everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
I gave a hug to everyone. Dude, I was so
Nobody
hyped.
got out.
Oh
No
my
hesitation.
gosh, it's
No
such a good
hesitation.
feeling.
Glad to see that.
Even Danny got hugged.
Yeah.
Even Danny got a hug?
Yeah.
Gotta show Danny love.
Everyone
Danny
got
wanted it though. Danny was.
Dude.
Danny was doing great today. Danny has been a very good player, and I think has really helped you guys a lot this season.
100%.
Oh, for sure.
He definitely helped us this game.
Yeah.
Because he got us to straighten up because we weren't really being good for comms, and he was just like, guys, come on, we do so good all the other games.
It's finals. You gotta lock in.
Yeah.
We also have another chat question from Sandy Law 1. What's the strongest play of your game? I'm gonna flip this into 2 questions. No, actually, no. It is just that question. What do you think is the strongest? What do you think is your strongest play of the game? From this entire series, you just played 6 maps, went to 4-2. What do you think was the strongest?
I mean,
thing?
that's kind of tough though, because I was really only playing Sojourn. I think I played Sojourn every map besides the first one, but I would say for I want to say more than 75%. More than 75% of the games I had a good OC, which I was able to get at least 1 or 2 picks, and I think that just helped turn the tide because I would go in their backline. I would just that's a good play. I would just go in their backline here and there because their Ana would just stage by herself, and so I would just take out their Ana, which that would make them down a support, and it was just free angles.
Yeah,
Totally get easy picks.
We also have some other chat questions. I think I might have missed one. No, we got that Simmons one. Okay. I think I'm just going to take a second and just thank each one of you individually. You know, if the rest of the team is watching at home, or even they're going to watch this later, you know, I have some words of wisdom to all of you. I'll start with the people in this room. Matt, you are the captain for the team. I think you've done a great job stepping up as captain this semester. You've really shown that you've improved a lot. And even though sometimes you really struggle, I think at the end of the day, you do know how to lock in, and I do think you can bring the team to success in the future. So I just want to really congratulate you on that. Give some applause in the room for everyone. Kai being MVP, I think your hits game gameplay is really good. It really stresses me out when you don't talk in scrims, because I know you will talk. But I think at the end of the day, I wasn't there in the comms, but I think if I were to listen back, if I were to somehow get comms, I think I would hear you talking. Mm-hmm. And I think that makes me really happy. And I am super proud of where you've come, and you've done really good. And you should just be really proud of yourself. Hayden. Hi.
I was listening to Matt. I was
even though you had a game appearance this season, actually.
I did
when Harold was on DPS. You know, even though it was very bad situations, I think you really did a good job. You've listened a lot, you've learned a lot. Even though you're a sub on the team, I think you have improved greatly. I think every single support player on the team started when they trialed as a Mercy player.
I'm guilty.
I tried
Guilty.
I tried
Harold's
to-
guilty. Sammy's guilty.
Oh
So
my
all
God.
4 of you are guilty of being Mercy players, and I conform them into Kiri player, Lucio player, another Kiri player, and another Kiri player.
Yeah, because you won't let us off the
Do you know what's funny?
character.
I actually don't think I ever trialed for Lucio.
No, you didn't.
No,
I
you
know
did,
we
because
talked
we
about
put
this.
you on Lucio.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
We
I
100%
hate
did.
trials,
We
bro.
put you on Lucio, and then we saw like some potential, and then we took you.
Dude, when this year started and you were like, oh, you're going to have to do trials again, I was like, what? Because I knew you were going to put me on Lucio.
Yeah.
And then you didn't make me.
Well, no, I didn't make you. But yeah. So then, just some other people out there, Rocker Brock, Nikki, as the next tank. You know, I really left a big load for you to pick up. You know, there's a lot of weight on your shoulders now being the starting tank, and I think you've done a good job. I think your hero pool being really off tank. I think even though you are easily hero bannable with like your 3 specialties, you know, your Junker Queen, your Zarya, and your Diva, I think you do still know how to play in other situations, and I think you've improved a lot. You can go so much further, and you're only a freshman, right? You got 3 more years left of college, maybe more if you want to go for your masters. So you have so much more room to improve and grow, and if you've gone to Diamond so far this year, I'm sure in the next few years you'll hit Masters, GM, even Champion maybe. Not a question really, but Nikki's Domina really impressed me. Nikki's Domina didn't impress me also. Nikki, for learning Domina, who came out
A month ago by now?
a month ago?
2 months?
2 months.
Around that.
It's 60 days, so 2 months. About 2 months ago, Nikki learned Domina that fast was really good. I was really impressed with the gameplay. Mike, you know, you've done a good job this semester. I appreciate how you're coming to you're coming to practice and everything. You're sitting, you're learning. Even though you're not getting a lot of playtime, I do appreciate the fact that you are watching back and watching everything happening.
Are you posing?
Posing?
You.
Posing?
Wait, posing.
Why are we posing? We're not posing.
For MVP photo. I don't know.
Well,
Wait, I have to pose?
no, we had the MVP photos. We'll post those in socials.
Oh.
But Mike, you've done a good job. Danny, you messaged me 5 minutes before the first day of Overwatch trials started, saying, "Hey, can I trial?" And I said, "Sure." I didn't know how good at Overwatch you were, and you blew me away. And since that first trial, you have been a great player. L trial, yeah. Ever since that trial, you've been a great player and a great friend. You've made me laugh. You've been a really powerful player. I know you're a very hit scan player, but you have this tracer to flex to, and I think having this tracer and another hit scan is so powerful. And I appreciate your flexibility. You've done a great job at solidifying this team and keeping them in line, and I love that. And I want to thank you for that. I think Matt. I think Hayden. There's Harold and Sammy left. Harold. He's alright.
Bro, I watched you miss those Suzus today.
Yeah, you
I
missed a
watched
ton of
Harold.
Suzus. No, I'm kidding. Harold, you always bring such enthusiasm in the games. You're always really honest. I really love that. You've been a really good player, really wholehearted to the team. I don't know why I have these on anymore. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think so.
sweating.
I guess Sim is in VC, but I'm not listening to Sim anymore. So yeah.
I'm
I'm actually just gonna dip from VC. So
Bye, Simba.
Bye,
bye, Sima. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's just gonna be us in the chat. But yeah, Harold, I think you've done a good job. You've really impressed me this semester. You always bring such attention to games. You always message me saying, "I have this really cool idea for a comp, and we can talk about it."
The numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
both.
We can do that in a second. But you've done such a good job, Harold. I'm getting to you. Don't worry, Sima. You've done a great job, Harold. You did have to flex to DPS one day.
Don't.
I appreciate how you flexed.
Hey, yo.
That's about it.
Oh, no. What'd you say?
But yeah.
What did Harold say?
Yeah, he did say that today.
What?
We're not gonna say that on stream. But
No, you definitely can't.
no, I can't. Anyways, I think the last player is Sammy. Sammy, you've done a great job. You've been attentive in scrims. You've been attentive in helping your team, keeping everyone steady. You've improved a lot. You were a Mercy player when you first started, and I think your hero pools expand a lot. You have the Kiriko, you have the Ana, you have the Juno, which is really nice to see, and I think you've come a long way, and I think you can go even further. So I want to congratulate you, and the last person not least, Semagosk, you were my coach for, I want to say, a year about. You were a friend of Harold's and ended up joining our team, and I've learned a lot from you. I was able to play games with you and learn a lot. We've been able to have many conversations, and I've been really happy to be able to coach the team with you. And I just want to thank you for everything you've put into the team. You've always been attentive. You've always been at games. You've been really prevalent. So thank you for you. We have some more. What? I felt a drop of something. Am I sealing wet?
No, you're good.
What are those dots?
Is water wet?
Is that
dents in your ceiling? The dents.
Yes. This is.
Are those dents or is that water?
That's dense.
That's dense. How the fuck is this dented?
This is a is water wet question.
All right, cool. But yeah, so those are dense.
Those are dents.
Okay, cool.
Dense.
Maybe it's just my own sweat. Maybe it's my hair. Bad
Very
water.
possible.
But yeah, so I want to congratulate each and every one of you. You guys have done such an incredible job. Do we have any final questions? We had one final question. From Asari TC, what was the biggest challenge for the team the past year, fall included? I'm going to split this up into fall and spring because there's two different teams. I think we'll start with the fall because that was me, and then we'll move to the spring. For the fall, I think the biggest adjustment we had to do was adjusting to a new team. You know, we'd lost a few team members. Going into that semester, Cranky, our Sojourn player, our hitscan, Jason, Hay had left the team, as well as Lord Revan 1982, our flexible player. We had lost them. We were a roster that played together for about 2 years at that point, so we were really good at playing with each other. Adjusting to play with Kai and Harold on hitscan and flex support, especially you. You were a gold player.
I was gold, yeah.
You were gold when you started, and I think that roster was scrimming the highest we'd ever scrimmed. I think we were scrimming we scrimmed like 4-1 at the highest, which was really prevalent. And you were scrimming that at like Diamond, and it was really good to see that. But the biggest adjustment was definitely adjusting to a new team and figuring out our new play style and how we wanted to win. Which was really hard to do at the start, but I think eventually we figured it out. What do you think was the hardest adjustment for this semester? Spring 2026.
Oof. I mean, maybe I kind of want to say the same thing. It was just going from like 3 people I used to play with that used to start, they just left. Like it was you.
It was me, Joe, and Leroy.
Yeah. Which so then I mean I've already been playing with Matt and all the others, but it was definitely just like a difference because we only really play comp or quick plays, not like a competitive scene like this, because it's a very big difference between like competitive and then like actual team scrims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it took time to get used to that, but once we got over that, it just like it clicked. I would say it clicked like maybe 3 scrims or so.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say I do know I have a different play style than Nikki. I had to fill a tank scrim for you guys at some point recently, and I play so differently.
Yeah, we were just like
everybody was so confused. It's like playing with 2 left feet. Not saying that he's bad or bad at leaving. It is just the
I'm not going to toot my own horn a bit, but like I kind of am. I think I am definitively the greatest tank player that this team has had.
But did you win champions while you were?
No, I didn't win a championship. Well, technically I have because I've coached you guys to a championship. And coaching is my passion. I love analyzing. I love coaching. And so to get a championship off this, I love that. Plus, if I were to play with you guys would be low A division. You guys probably wouldn't win.
That's
you guys are now
so correct.
That is actually correct. So actually, I made you guys win because I didn't play for you guys. So you have to thank me.
Thank you for letting us speak, Father.
Thank you, Father.
Father.
Thank you, Father.
We've made Father jokes.
There's a whole story.
Do you think they're watching? There's a whole story.
Wait, do you think they're watching?
I won't get behind it. No, but let's relax. Let's zone in. I want to thank you guys. You guys have done a great job. We're obviously going to have one more event for the semester that I've talked about with you guys. But I actually want to ask you this, Matt, because you're the captain. The final question we always ask. This is gonna be the last question we ask people. What? Why are you trying to do my hands, bro? Keep your hands.
I was saying what?
No. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. Minus a star.
I veto that.
Okay, cool. You get 1 veto, so that's fine. Matt, what's next for the Hartford Overwatch team?
Oh, that's rough. Okay. Looks like everyone can hear me up here. In terms of what is next, I feel like there's a lot of options. Obviously, a lot of people that were with us, aka Jack coaching, everyone else, so Leroy, Joe, oh my gosh, Sean, everyone at this point. They are seniors and they're leaving.
Sean already graduated.
Damn. All right, sorry, Sean. Okay.
Sean graduated last year, bro. He's been out of school for a whole year.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
graduating this year is me, Joe, Leroy,
There's
3 weeks left
and
in the year, bro.
I think Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, but
of active team members, it's me.
Yeah, I think in general, it's like, yeah, we're gonna be losing a lot of connections, but right now, our roster, I would say, is still young.
Absolutely.
The only oldest players is me and the only H. So next year we'll be seniors, but in general, our team is mostly made up of actually like sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. So of your roster, you have you have 2 freshmen, a grad student who's here for like another 2 years, I think. 2 seniors, 2 juniors.
Yeah, 2 juniors.
Yeah, it's just juniors.
Harold.
No. All right, wait, I was doing that wrong. So you have 2 active freshmen.
It's 2-2-2.
You're a sophomore.
Yep.
You're a sophomore. Sammy's a sophomore. So 2, 3. We have 2 freshmen. So 2, 5, 7. Danny's a grad student. I'm a senior. So I will be gone. Everyone else will be back.
He's here for another 2
Not best tank was that me that one time at Rain as tank. Unfortunately, some of you have never played for the University of Hartford in an official capacity, so you are not eligible. I'm so sorry. Well, he's up for scrims, but he can't.
Didn't he play for?
No.
Was it the land thing?
No.
No.
That was me.
I know it was you.
Yeah.
I played.
But yeah.
You did. Yeah, you did. You
I was
did
there
good.
for the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, but back to the question. So, I think what's next? Oh boy, it's to the point of we are gonna have to start outreaching to everyone, because of the young teams, we're still gonna need to learn. There is always room to learn. Obviously, we're never gonna play our best, but we're always gonna try our best. So, I feel like if we can go into next year, start outreaching more people, kind of looking at more options for all of us to participate together, I think we can grow as a team and grow the program even bigger.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you guys. I don't know what my future is with this team. That is a decision. That is a talk that we can have internally. But I have very much enjoyed my time here. You know, I've been through. I think this is probably I would call this the 3rd variation of the team I've been on. I had my freshman year, then my sophomore, junior, and now my senior. And I have really enjoyed this through and through. It's been a lot of fun. I've made so many friends through this through all my years. Friends who I will cherish for life. Some who I who I will keep messaging past college. And even though I'm graduating, you know, I will still be around if you want VODs or messages or you want like any coaching advice. I'm always here for that. But I do want to thank Hartford's esports program in total. Specifically, I want to thank our president, Aiden has put in so much work into this club, and we would not be in a position without us. We wouldn't have jerseys. We wouldn't have been able to go to this LAN event. We lost round 1, but that doesn't matter. Well, actually,
we're champions now.
Well, we're champions. But they lost round 1. They lost, not me. They lost.
So you get the
I blame him.
You blame me?
He decided to go cast.
I said I was available to play if you wanted me to. You guys never asked.
Still decided to go cast.
You never told me you wanted me to play.
He still decided to go cast.
Ladies.
Listen, Mickey's from the clan event. You gotta say.
The point is, you guys have done such a great job, and I want to really congratulate you guys on your win. The trophy. I won't be able to see the trophy. I will be long gone before it's here.
Get you the picture.
It should be here next year. But if I ever swing by campus again, I'll be sure to take a photo with it.
That's nice for the server.
But I want to congratulate you guys on a great win. It was hard fought. You went 2 down in the series, but you eventually turned it around.
Yep. 0-2 to
Rose on a round to witness the Urkelver Get Corn Tank duo. I've seen the VODs, Adam. Listen. I think that was a great duo. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But you guys have done a great job. You guys are still young and thriving, and you can go so far. So I want to really congratulate you guys. And I think that's going to do it for stream today.
Do I get to say? Can I say the final thing?
No, because I already said the final thing.
No. I'm gonna say like a final thing.
What's the final thing?
So, you know what we get for winning?
Stop it, stream!
Jack owes us! Haven's Hot Chicken sponsor us! No! Wait.
Stop it, stream! Bye, Chairman. Say bye, Joe. Say bye, Joe.